We are connecting. Yes. Yes. We are on. Beam connects first, it seems like. Very interesting how that works. Welcome to Beam. I gotta make sure all the. We're still connecting. Oh. Well, let's test to see how many things you. Yeah, we're now live on YouTube, Josh.
All right.
Refresh that and you can see it there. Live now. Look at us. We're on YouTube. Get to move some of that stuff around. It sounds so quiet in here. I don't know why. I really need to adjust this stupid microphone. Got a little nut right there. I need to tighten it up. Maybe Santa will bring me a new boom arm for Christmas. Or something different. Alright, so we're on YouTube. Should I say something on YouTube as our... Whoa, what the hell just happened there? Okay.
I forgot about the advent calendar thing for the whiskey one that George.
Yeah, I know. I wanted one of those.
It's too late.
Or you just have to play catch up.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can get one.
Can we get one and then do them all in one day? That would have been perfect for the show.
Yeah. Oh, because every time we do a show, we could just do all the days that have. We just taste all the days that are in.
Yeah, that would be good too.
So we like what 4 days or 3 days between.
Yeah.
Well, one show would have like 2, and one show would have like 5. That would be funny. All right, put that in there. Put that up there. All right, so we are live on Twitch. We're live everywhere. Oh well, let's see. I'm gonna refresh this.
Oh, Twinks is getting artsy with his photos.
Is he? Is he an artsy boy?
The baby bump in front of the Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, the black. It looks like she has a fanny pack on.
Okay.
That'd be a good one to do if she was nude.
Yes.
Well, because that way you at least get like this the perfect silhouette. It's not like pieces of wrinkles and clothes and stuff hanging out. We'll suggest that to him, I guess.
Yeah.
What is he saying? I always didn't mean to do that.
What is this?
Hamboon.
Was Hambone interacting there?
He was when I was on earlier.
Oh, okay.
It'd be funny if he.
Anything here?
Did you see me post something?
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, look at the work that I've got there. I haven't gone live on Facebook yet. Should we do that now, or
I guess so.
or should we wait a little more till we get like
Let's wait a moment.
till we're rolling into the show?
Figure out what the hell we're gonna do first. And
All right. Oh, and then on our settings for the Facebook, do we want it to post permanently right after the thing, or
Sorry?
like do you want the show to be posted permanently after like to become a post?
I don't know.
So then like people can watch it from.
We can't. We just try it.
Okay. Girls. Oh, I've never been so giddy to listen to a podcast. When I saw that John Jones on Joe Rogan,
Oh yeah.
oh god, I couldn't listen to it fast enough.
Yeah.
Then first thing happens when it pops it up is him eating something. I'm like, no. But I enjoyed it. It was good. It was a good show.
Yeah, it was, and it made a lot of sense to hear him like explain his side of what happened and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of back on the John Jones thing, but he does that to me all the time.
You should see this.
You should have seen the fights last night on Fox Sports 1. In the bar from the Christmas party. It was in the bar during the Christmas party. There was a jiu-jitsu guy, Ryan Hall. He's very good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He's got an unorthodox style, and he was fighting Gray Maynard, and every time Gray Maynard would come in to throw punches, he would sort of like drop to his back and go inverted with his guard to try to, because his whole thing is trying to hook up leg locks and stuff.
Yeah.
So, it was one of those where if you're into jiu-jitsu, you'd really like the fight, but if you're not, it would look terrible to you.
Yeah. Have you seen any of John Jones jiu-jitsu in?
Can't find video ID and valid stream ID. Check settings for
On which one? Facebook?
Yeah, but
Because I haven't gone live yet.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen John Jones?
I saw him in a competition thing there.
See bottles like in your way.
Yeah. Everything's in my way.
Yeah. All right. And this is why I use Chrome for this, because I can't see all the stuff that's supposed to be working on here. Jonesy, what's going on, bud?
Can't see all the things.
Yeah, but I got everything open on here, so now I don't want to. I guess I need to pause some of these videos, so I'm not just eating up bandwidth. Playing 4 video feeds of us at the same time. Yeah, man. All right, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Hey, that does work. Jonesy.
Look at that.
It's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Very cool. I was gonna show you this video of this was a good. You watched. This is just a short, but you watched the whole episode or whatever.
Uh-huh.
They had Gary Busey in studio, and then the guy who plays Negan from, he's from Walking Dead. So like right now he's a big star.
Yeah.
And he comes in with Gary, and Gary Busey's just being him. And
It's Gary Busey.
Oh God, it's so cringy.
Is. I
Right.
think he's just,
Vulnerability is very powerful.
I think he's got the charisma and the sense of humor and definitely the brutality going for him. But I think he's just super smart as well. And I think that's where he was.
Did you say secret smart?
Gary just farted.
Super smart.
Gary just farted.
I want to know how I ended in this fucking interview. How the fuck did I walk into this?
I don't know. Gary just farted.
Welcome to the show.
But it's funny because it's funny because Gary Busey just like kept reaching over and touching him.
Yeah.
And like, oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Hey, he's doing this.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you could just tell he wants to pull Lucille out and beat his brains in.
Stop touching.
Yeah. But that was a good that was a good episode. I enjoyed that. You should just send him a message. Say, hey, I'm enjoying the new format, new show.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you guys put something really good together. We'll what is it? Some gym inspiration. Do a gym inspiration for him. Maybe he'll. You can get a combo going.
Yeah.
See if you ever need guests to fill in. Come in or whatever. Glad to come up there and do that for you. All right. Yeah. I guess we're ready to go to Facebook Live. We want to.
I suppose so. What do we want to talk about?
I don't know, Josh. Have you heard this? You know about this Norwex stuff
No.
that seems to be going around?
No, what is it?
It's like cleaning. It's this chemical-free cleaning system where it's basically a bunch of rags, like certain kinds of. They're microfiber cloth, is what they are.
Okay.
But they're supposed to be. They're environmentally friendly because you're not using chemicals to clean. They're safe around your home because you're not using chemicals. And what it is basically like a microfiber is capable of. When you wipe something, it picks up grease. It's absorbent. It picks up dust, and it'll actually even pick up, I guess, bacteria or something.
Okay.
So this company basically makes a high quality microfiber towel, and then I guess they have an antibacterial one where it's got silver in the threads or something, and silver is antibacterial, I guess.
Yeah.
So once you wipe, like you could wipe, chicken juice off the counter. You rinse the thing out, and then you just let it hang and dry. And
That sounds incredibly. If it doesn't work,
yeah.
yeah.
So the whole thing was like, oh, there's Norwex. You clean stuff. You don't have to use chemicals. You just get a little bit damp, and then you go wipe your whatever down, clean everything up. And I'm like, okay, well, why is why are they so special? So then I started researching. It's basically like, well, it's a microfiber cloth, but it's like. So listening, to other, like, what is microfiber and how does it,
Yeah.
how does it work and all that?
Microfiber.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see that. But then, so I basically narrowed it down because it's expensive too. Like
Yes.
you'd be like 2 rags is like $40-something. Because like like the kitchen one is like, you have the one that's like for kitchen cleaning, like just wiping your counters down. And then you have the one that's for like disinfecting.
Okay.
But they're both just microfiber cloths. I guess the one has silver in it or something. They have them for your body, like for your face, like a makeup removal one.
Just get like a 1950s quarter to rub your entire counter down with it.
Yeah, really. It's a little silver bar you're like rubbing.
Yeah.
If that's the case, why don't we have you just put a piece of silver like on your counter and does it have to
that
touch
one
it?
spot, yeah, it would have to touch. But that's why silverware was a big thing. 'Cause
Oh,
it was-
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't know any of that stuff.
Yeah.
What do I
Hello,
know?
Hambone.
What do I know? Guys in the live chat room there at dadbros.tv, you will be glad to know that we're not just on Beam anymore. We are now on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Don't know why you'll be glad to know that, but you'll be glad.
You
to
won't
know
be glad to know that. I wanted to share. I was testing out how we're gonna intro that.
that. Okay. Go ahead and bring up the articles on the one you sent me and some of the ones that I'm sure were flagged for.
Okay, let me see what I can do. All right, flagged articles.
Boom.
We've got Samuel L. Jackson wants to talk about your balls.
Up to you.
We've got Vox Advent explained.
We could do that, yeah.
Wanna do that one?
Figure out what the whole Advent thing is about.
Why are you opening over there?
How are you doing, Hamper?
We got men can now measure their sperm count
Ham boning.
from the comfortability of their own home.
Okay,
We do that.
sure.
That'll be part of our medical minute.
Okay,
Oh, we have to come up with a different term.
it doesn't matter.
Manly medicalness.
It's triggering.
The latest hints for parenting trend. You want to do that one?
Yeah.
That's frustrating. Urging others to give kids expensive Christmas gifts. Let's skip that one. Cash is dead. Now go hit the ATM. It's shopping time.
Yeah, I don't know why. That wasn't less relevant to the show. It was more just like, hey, look at that.
Oh, okay. So I'll set that aside. And okay. Stocking stuffers your family won't be able to resist.
Ooh. Maybe.
Kids will secretly enjoy.
Guess your kids will secretly enjoy.
Let's save that. We maybe do like a thing in the second half
Okay.
if we need the room. Before technology took over the world, gaming was much simpler. I need you to do that. Or no?
Whatever.
Breast implants was a jelly. Australian police. Breast implant was a jellyfish.
You want to bring up the
It's the testosterone one. Oh, why are you opening over there?
well, then grab that, put it with the sperm count one, and
Here's the one.
and the would you want to know? Yeah, we can lump all those
So,
together.
yeah, we'll do like a sort of medical.
Bring up the
Okay, hold on. So we got the sperm count. So you got prostate cancer, sperm count. Would you want to know?
hipster dads, Advent. Let's do the find the something with what's the thing called? Hatchimal. Find a Hatchimal thing.
You want to have them like video?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we play?
We don't have to play it. It's more for just you to get your reaction to what the Hatchimal is.
Okay, so I just watched it. Like, well, even now we're streaming, but it really kind of limits what you can talk about if it's Hatchimals.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can find one that's not a commercial, right? Like more of a.
Yeah. It's a 20-minute video.
Okay, let's do one that's not 20 minutes. How to play with your Hatchimal. 11. Let's see. Biggest Hatchimal hatching of ever. What do you think?
I don't know. Big one.
And we're ready to hatch this egg. In this
All right,
so
pause
let's
it.
Open up our
See?
You want that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
okay.
fine.
All right. Well, hey guys. Is who else is here? Anybody else? Somebody else here yet?
Oh boy.
Where buddy at? Where buddy at?
Where are the people at?
We can change that timer if it's.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And
I got a story, I guess, about Loki
Okay. Yeah, let's start with
and how he almost. Oh, he almost didn't make it through the day yesterday.
let's start with that.
Okay.
Or I'll start. I'll talk a little bit about Christmas stuff, and you can pivot into that.
Okay.
I'm sure it's related, right?
Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, I got the Christmas lights, but then some other stuff
Okay. So
transpired.
we can pivot.
Yeah.
Pivot, swim. Oh, we gotta start moving.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get the Facebook going.
Sure.
Facebook video title. Facebook going.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where that's coming from. Okay, title for this one is.
Let's get your thoughts on. Here's another one. Get your thoughts on Amy Schumer being cast as Barbie.
Do we tag this anything? Dead. But like, I don't understand these tags because tags are like, they're not. These tags are useless. All right, forget all that. I'll have to go and figure that out sometime.
I'm gonna throw that in there. We'll talk about that a little bit.
All right. Going live on Facebook.
Okay.
So we'll check that and see if actually that's going to work. So then it does this, and then like it just sits there like this.
Yeah.
So I won't be able to read chat at all.
Okay.
With on that particular version.
Okay.
Let's make sure the sound. Yep. How do I get rid of that? There we go. All right. So we're live there.
Mm-hmm.
Try to see if it what it looks like on here real quick.
Wait a minute.
All right, we're live right there. What?
Oh, nothing. Okay. Okay, cool.
So that's what it looks like on the phone.
Yeah. Fantastic.
All right, we're live right there. What?
Oh, nothing. Okay. Okay, cool.
We're good.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like on the phone. All right.
Right.
All right.
You ready?
I feel like now we need to be doing our video intro and stuff with all that. But then it'd be 2 intros again still. But
Yeah.
all right. So you ready to get into everything? You got
Yeah,
you got it all
sure.
set
Why
up?
not?
Okay. Let's find out. And I'll just be like constantly flipping through chats or whatever. Or I guess eventually we could, if we have like we could like get like a monitor that we can put out there, like behind the camera to be able to read chats and stuff. So it actually forces us to look at the camera more.
Right.
I don't know. Remind me later with that. Dad Bro Show. All right, should we do a quick audio test or just go with it? Hello, hello, hello. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. 1 2 1 2. Test, 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 test. Hello, 1 2. Why didn't you do the test before you started streaming live? Hello, hello. 1 2 1 2. Test, 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 test. Hello, 1 2. Sounds low, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
But whatever. That's the motto of the show.
All right. I could. We'll try to think how I can crank it a little bit. The main one there. I think it's the main one. Just a little bit. All right. Ready? Yeah. Go time.
Parenting is hard. Sometimes you just can't handle it.
Be prepared for the unexpected because it will happen.
Oh, yeah. Worth it. All the poop and snot and screaming and crying and fighting. Worth it.
I think you're all fucked in the head. It's a quest. It's a quest for fun. I'm gonna have fun, and you're gonna have fun.
A sminsel is a pencil, but each pencil has a smell, Josh.
So you want smelly pencils? I can do that.
I've had a smelly pencil before, Josh. I had that old Bill Clinton like a sminsel.
He had a smagar, didn't he?
He did a smagar.
We're all gonna have so much fun. We'll need plastic surgery to remove our smiles.
Well, as soon as you said that it was one of you guys said something funny, I knew it was me, Josh.
Oh, okay.
So I was the one that probably said that.
Really see myself doing.
Why are you doing this?
Apparently, she thinks that the show needs some comic relief, Josh.
You'll be whistling Symphony Doodah out of your assholes.
And you have to suck the meat out.
Yeah!
You're listening to The Dad Bro Show.
Welcome, everyone, to the Dad Bro Show. My name is Josh. With me, as always, my brother John.
Hello.
We are the hosts of the Dad Bro Show. We are dads, we are brothers, and this is a show. Welcome. Welcome to it. First time we are streaming on Facebook Live, as well as Beam via dadbros.tv, and Twitch, and YouTube. I don't even understand the YouTube one, but whatever.
Yeah, I think it's like a YouTube video, but happening in real time.
Yeah, I know. I get that, but can people just stumble across it with?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how to get them there. That's something we need to look into as far as they're an easier to link. I do know if you search Dad Bros Show or Dad Bros on YouTube, you'll come across this. It's YouTube live events, I think is what they call it.
So
you search.
It's going to increase our chances of getting somebody who hasn't seen us before?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I guess people will stumble across it. I'm not really sure. Like, I mean, think of all the live videos you've watched on YouTube.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
All right, fine. Otherwise, I'm just going to...
So, yeah, there's a possibility of it. I don't know.
Because right now, here's where I am.
This is not a society! This is anarchy!
Don't get it. Well, welcome everybody who is now watching the Dad Bro Show, live or whatever.
Multicast.
I'm done with it.
Multicast.
So we're done.
That we're doing?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh.
So John, I have been on point so far with the. It's just a few days into December.
Yeah.
We've got a few weeks till Christmas time, and if I can keep this pace going, success this year.
Yeah.
It won't be one of those years
You
where
mean your excitement level, or
my
your
excitement
pace as
level,
in...
my getting things done.
Ooh.
Got the Christmas card done already this year. Usually at this point, I'm scrambling to figure out what I'm going to do. It's done. I don't know what's going on with the holidays, but I have been nailing it.
Man, I've never been responsible for Christmas cards, so I don't know if I am responsible this year. I will let you know that as of this moment, no Christmas cards have been discussed. So I guess if it comes up to me, maybe I'll just get little business cards made up that just says, "Hey, Merry Christmas" from our family, and then
That'd be good.
And just mail them out.
Yeah. It kind of scares me though, because I feel as though I'm going to fall apart at some point.
Yeah.
Or is it going to be like Groundhog Day, where I'm going to get this Christmas right, and then that's it for me? We're done.
You're done. There'll be
Done.
no more
Christmases.
Well, you get to carry on.
You got it right
with life. You don't just the cycle ends, but I don't think you really felt like you're in a cycle.
Typically, what happens for me is about 3 days before Christmas, I'm freaking out because I hadn't gotten anybody anything, and I'm scouring Amazon. What's a good gift for somebody?
Yeah, I don't know what, because we've actually for the last 4 years or 5 years, instead of buying everybody gifts as far as like the adults in our family, we've been doing the dirty Santa, white elephant, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it these days.
And that's the way to go.
Yeah. So you buy one gift, you set a budget or whatever, and then everybody brings a gift, and then you pick and steal, and
yeah.
So sometimes it could be fun if you buy a strange gift. It could be a kinky gift. It could be a serious gift. I mean, there's all kinds of options you can go with this.
Yeah.
Well, one year somebody actually just got $50.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's always a surprise.
$50 is a good gift.
That is a great gift.
I don't know why we don't just bring $50 and just exchange it.
We'll just give each other 50.
Here's 50. Oh, here's 50 for you. Thank you. Ooh, how about this?
Zero-sum game there, Josh.
What if everybody chipped in $50?
Ooh.
And then we separated it into envelopes where everybody got a little something.
Or you just drew a number and then
almost like it was just a we pulled all the money together. So how many is that with us?
8 or 9?
8 or 9.
Maybe?
Yeah, so
let's say 10. Just say 10 to make it easy for you.
All right, so that's about $500 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we go, all right, one envelope has $200. Another envelope has $100, and then just sort of down that way.
Okay.
And you select envelopes.
Briefcases. Can we do briefcases?
Yeah. I like this idea.
It's going to be deal or no deal with Christmas envelopes.
It's going
okay,
something.
pick 4 envelopes, and then you remove them.
Not a bad idea. Even my elf on a shelf has been on top of it.
Has he been? He's been pretty active.
He has been. He has been. Now today, the kids didn't verbally say that they saw where he was.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he's gonna just chill out there for a day.
Oh,
because nobody spotted him yet, or if it's a test where the kids don't say anything, and then he'll he'll get caught. So
That's yeah, it's possible. That'd be true. Yeah, let's see if it test them how good they're doing.
yeah,
We had our elf had an incident.
an incident.
Yeah. He was in the kids' playroom on a shelf, and he was up
Where
there.
he should be.
He was
On a shelf.
Yes, he was on a shelf. And I had the kids cleaning the playroom yesterday, and I guess the shelf where they were putting stuff on it, and it shook a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And the elf fell off the shelf, Josh.
Oh no.
It fell straight to the ground, and he was holding a remote control, which is 4 times his body weight, probably more than that.
Was he crushed instantly?
He did fall, and my kids did exactly what they should have done, which was backed away from the scene and ran and got me. Our elf, his name is Oswald,
Okay.
and
He was rendered unconscious, I'm assuming, from the
So-
fall.
so they ran down and they said, Oswald fell off the shelf. Oswald fell off the shelf. So, of course, I immediately sprang into action. I said, did anybody touch him? And they said, no, nobody touched him. I said, great, we might have a chance. And I went over and I grabbed a pair of barbecue tongs and it's like a I don't know what you call it. It's like a big wire basket on the end of a handle, like for like when you fry stuff. You like
I think it's
pull
called a spider.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll call it a spider. So I had the tongs and the spider, and I ran upstairs. And I collected him. I collected Oswald, and I said, "Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take his lifeless body, and I'm gonna place it on the mantle." Why are you gonna do that? Well, where does Santa come from when he comes to the house? From the chimney. Right. So that puts us closest to the Christmas magic. So we'll lay him here on top of the mantle. So yeah, I laid him, his little lifeless body just laying on the. And they're like, "Is he gonna be okay?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know. It's a big fall. He's a little guy." So
let's walk over here to the sink and flip on the garbage disposal. We don't want any evidence, do we? We don't. All right, then let's put him on the thing and see what happens then.
I should have made. We should have had a burial ceremony. I'm like, oh, poor little guy. Shove him on, and that would have been it for the Elf on the Shelf for this season. Maybe next year
or
we'll get another
forever.
one. Or forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Santa's not sending any more elves. Seeing as how
If
things
you-
went here last time.
Yeah. I know somebody who can come and clean up the situation.
Yeah, the wolf.
Should have called the wolf. Yeah.
Called the wolf. How do you like your hot cocoa?
With peppermint.
Oh, John. I noticed pulling up that you don't have a whole lot of decorations in front of your house this time.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Well, we
Because you got decorations, you have them.
Yeah, I do. I've got a lot of Christmas
kids,
decorations.
I'm sure would love to see Christmas decorations when they pull up. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I do, and I guess did have a lot of Christmas decorations. This year, my wife's like, "Hey, well, let's put the Christmas lights out and let's get the do all the stuff up," And I was like, I don't know. Loki's been really not a good boy here lately, and Loki's our oldest, our puppy, our dog. And everything that we've put outside, or he's managed to get a hold of outside, he has just chewed to pieces. We had Halloween decorations up, and they were like the inflatable things.
Mm-hmm.
He chewed those up, chewed the inflatable part, chewed the wires that connected them.
How did he not get electrocuted?
I don't know because it was plugged in when he chewed it, so I don't get how that's possible. But he didn't. I guess he didn't. He's still alive. I hope he does, but I don't know. So against my better judgment, I let my wife talk me into putting Christmas lights up. And so I spent an afternoon with the quote unquote kids helping. Put Christmas lights up all over the bushes and stuff. And so that night when she came home, I had them plugged in. The front yard looked semi-decent. I didn't have all the lights up yet. I was like, I'll put the rest up tomorrow. And she's like, oh, that looks good. And then the next day, after letting the dogs out and stuff, I noticed like in the middle of the day that there's like pieces of Christmas lights in my sidewalk coming out to my front door. I'm like, are you kidding me? They haven't even been up for 12 hours yet. Or they haven't been up for, a full 24 hours. and he's already chewed up.
Were they on during the day?
No. So when he chewed them up, they were off.
So what is he attracted to? I'm just wondering, like, why he would pull. You would think if he's gonna chew on everything, you'd have half your bushes chewed up by now, and because he's outside quite a bit. So why is he just going after the yard decorations? It doesn't make any. It doesn't make any. Your dog makes no sense to me, John.
I don't know. I think he has a fascination with foreign objects. Things that he knows aren't supposed to be in the yard. I mean, he wreaks havoc on the bushes anyways, but that's mostly because he's pissing everywhere on them. And then they dig around the base of the plant so they can lay in the cool dirt. So they got like all these plants with the roots are.
What are they, hogs?
I don't know. They're yeah. And then he was catching moles in my yard though.
Oh really?
He actually caught them. Yeah.
What do you do with them?
I just left them strung out dead across the yard.
So he will chew up and destroy your lights, but he'll just kill them all and leave it.
Yeah, apparently, he's a really genius dog here. But so he went out and chewed up like.
Could save you on dog food if you would just eat the dang thing.
We've been collecting Christmas lights for a while now, so we've got a decent amount of them. And like every year at the end of Christmas, my wife likes to go Target, Walmart, whatever, and get the super sale, 75% off light deal whenever you can get it. And so we had like LED lights. We had like the really nice, Philips or whatever they are. They're expensive. They're nice lights. And those are like, so he chewed up 3 strands. I guess they're 50-foot strands or something.
I don't know.
He chewed up like 3 strands. He pulled light bulbs off. He actually I'm picking up 6 inches, 6-inch segments of wire that he chewed through.
Maybe what happened was a strand went out and he was looking for the bulb that blew.
Could be.
He was trying to be helpful, John.
Yeah.
He doesn't have hands, so he can't sort through it that way. So he just sort of chewed off what he thought was the bad ones.
Yeah.
He's a child. He's like a child, John, that thinks he's helping, but is really just making everything worse.
This could be a possibility. He is really a big dumb idiot. So yesterday, I finally went out there and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna clean up all this mess he's made. I'm gonna clean up all the Christmas lights. So I went out there yesterday and I spent like an hour pulling lights off the bushes and picking up pieces off the ground, finding pieces of bulbs, and just going through and getting all of the stuff picked up. I felt bad because there's like long strands sections where there's a plug on one end and then 10 feet, 15 feet down, the wire's just chewed in half. So the really long, nice sections, I just wrapped them up. I'm like, maybe I'll have enough time someday to just rewire these back together or something.
Somehow.
And I don't even know if that's possible or whatever. It was more like I just wound them up so my wife can make the decision of throwing them away. Like I don't want to be, if I throw them away, then it'll be like, well, why'd you throw them away? Because they were broken? They're like in 10 pieces? We couldn't have fixed them?
Nope.
I guess, no, I don't know, maybe.
Hey, Wes, you mind talking me through how to fix these Christmas lights?
Yeah, and then I was like, maybe there should be like a company or something that fixes Christmas lights.
Are they LEDs?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I think it's not that hard.
If they're LEDs, maybe just save at least the bulbs and figure out something to do with it.
I could put them all on mount them all to like a board and then just do one of those things where like you wire them all together, turn them on at one time. It's a big panel light.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. So yesterday I did that. I spent an hour cleaning all that stuff up, right? And then I had a second project going for the day where I was installing some outlets under my kitchen island so that when I sit at the bar, the island, I have a plug nearby that I can plug my computer in. So if I want to sit there and work in the morning, drink a cup of coffee, whatever. And I ordered my outlets on Amazon. I was like, I found these really cool outlets that have USB ports in them as well. And I wanted to use those. And what's cool about Amazon is a lot of their stuff is sometimes you can get it free same day delivery. And so these were free same day delivery. I was like, all right, I might get this project actually wrapped up today, And I was like, all right, cool. So I ordered them. Boom. I worked on the thing today. And then I had to go over to Mimi's house and babysit the kids for a little while. While you guys brought your kids over, I had my kids, and then Mimi took off with one of mine, and I was watching all the rest of them. And I get a phone call, which is from the delivery driver of the Amazon package that I'm waiting for. And she tells me, well, I'm here to deliver your package, but your dogs are out.
You have a dog.
Yeah, you have dogs?
Yes.
Yes, I have dogs.
They're out, yes.
You deliver packages. This should be something that you would have thought about before you took the job.
Now, they're not very big dogs.
One of them is a Pomeranian. He weighs, I think, 12 pounds.
He's big for a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
But he's still a Pomeranian.
The other dog is a little bit big. He's like, I think he's 28 pounds. But he's still I don't think I would say medium dog. I'd say he's still probably on the smaller side.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I don't know if he looks vicious or what it is. I don't think he looks vicious. He looks cool is what he looks like. But
yeah. Well, I will say this about him. He's I've pulled up before, and he's basically jumped on the side of the car.
Yeah, he does that. We're trying to break him of that.
So I could see maybe being a little bit, if you haven't been introduced to the dog before,
yeah,
that could probably freak you out a little bit.
That's true. So she calls me. She tells me, she's like, I can't deliver the package. You got dogs. I'm like, all right, well, it's just two little receptacle outlets, right? Like they go on the wall for me to plug things in. There's just two. Like, the box can't be that big. Just throw it in the mailbox. Oh, it won't fit in there. So I don't even think she tried. I think maybe there's a policy they're not allowed to put stuff in the mailbox. I don't know.
If she's not USPS,
yeah, she wasn't.
Then she can't do
she was
it.
She's like a third party.
Yeah, then I believe it is illegal.
So then I'm like, okay, well, just put it on the driveway by the. I live in a cul-de-sac, so like I'm not worried about a lot of people coming by. Put it in the driveway. I'll be home in like an hour. I said there's a line. There's like a underground fence where the dogs can't go past. So just put it down, where they can't get to it, or where you're not going to be close to them or whatever. So I
throw it in the ditch. Just throw it in the ditch.
Yeah, really, basically. And so I get home, and I come home and I drive up and I pull up and I'm like, I don't see the package on my driveway. Like, where's the package? And immediately I'm thinking, well, Loki probably got a hold of it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I checked the mailbox. It wasn't in there. I checked the front porch, and I checked by the garage where normally they drop packages. Nowhere to be seen. So I grabbed a flashlight, head out into the yard.
It was dark out.
Yeah, this is like 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, no.
9:30. And I head out of the yard with the flashlight, and I see pieces of paper about 2 inches square or so, just shredded. Completely shredded over the whole yard. And this dog took a box, like a brown Amazon box, ripped it to 2-inch pieces, then took the plastic bags, ripped them up that was inside, the little airbags, ripped up the whatever packaging slip was in there, and then ripped the packaging off the outlets themselves.
Oh,
so they're just laying out in the yard.
Did he chew on the outlets?
He did not.
Oh, okay. There weren't teeth marks all over.
This is the only thing that saved his life yesterday. I will say that I was a bit furious after having to clean up all the Christmas lights and stuff earlier this day, He and I had a bit of a come to Jesus meeting is what I think they say. He was none too happy about it. I don't know if it's going to work. But it's all I know to do.
Well, again, John,
to show him this is not okay.
Perhaps he thought he was being helpful. He's maybe he listens to some of the you listen to talk radio sometimes. Maybe he hears the news updates. A little bit concerned about mysterious packages. Wants to make sure that the family's safe. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this package, so just in case something is in here that shouldn't be, the dog will take.
So he wants to basically vet the packages for me.
Yeah, he's making sure he's
okay. He could do that by smelling them. I believe dogs do that.
They do, but with technology nowadays, and who knows?
Yeah. Well, we did hear that, was it FedEx is putting in technologies to look inside the packages?
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's interesting.
Which actually, I just read this too, along the Amazon things, is apparently with the Amazon app, you can scan the package that, when it gets delivered to your house. Like, say you get 5 packages, and you're like, You can go over, scan the barcode, and the app will tell you what's inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Or what should be inside.
Well, technically, yeah. What should be inside. So I was a little fed up with that dog yesterday. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know how to break him of these activities that he's doing, because they're all things that are like when we're not around, he's bored. I mean, I know I know why he's doing it, but that doesn't help me figure out how to stop him from doing it.
What would be good is if you could have a sort of, you have the invisible fence.
Yeah.
If you could maybe have a little device that goes on certain items that creates a little sort of, in Pokemon Go, you have your character and there's sort of this radiating circle.
Yeah, like a lure.
Yeah. Maybe you could have something like that you would attach to your decorations or whatever that creates sort of a lure, sort of a perimeter around that where if the dog gets close, it'll activate the collar. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about something like that, like trying to do like booby traps, trying to set up some traps or whatever that'll catch him in the act.
Spray everything down with yuck. There's some kind of like
is it a dog thing?
Yeah, there's like some kind of thing that spray on stuff so dogs won't like the taste of it.
Ugh.
Supposedly.
I don't know if he would care some of the stuff he eats.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm like, can I put him in a muzzle while we're gone? Can I?
Maybe you could actually put a bomb in a package.
Yeah. Well, I did. So some of the Christmas lights he actually didn't get to. I guess he was saving them for a different day, probably. So I cleaned up the lights that were there, and then I plugged in the remaining lights that were. So I'm leaving the remaining lights out. I'm leaving them plugged in all the time, with the hopes that if he happens to want to chew on them again, there'll be a self-correcting problem.
Right.
It should be, hopefully.
I'm surprised the lights didn't do that before.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, they were plugged in, unless
they weren't on when he chewed them up.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the downside.
Maybe
to that.
Maybe that was that's what happened.
Yeah.
Although it might be a good thing because you don't want to come home to a fried dog either. That would be.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if you figure something out, John, you got to let us know.
Yeah, I should share with the audience
if
when
it
I
works or if it doesn't work.
Yeah, you know why some dogs just get tied to trees, Josh.
It's cruel. Hey, he messes everything up.
He does. You don't understand. He's caused thousands of dollars in damage.
Oh, well. You know what?
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Hey, what's that? It's time for the Dad Bros Drink of the Show.
Tonight's drink of the show comes to us from Richmond, Virginia. Hardywood Brewing. This is their barrel series, Bourbon Barrel GBS. I don't know what that means. Oh, gingerbread stout. That's what that means. Gingerbread stout aged in bourbon whiskey barrels. This here is a bomber that, which is 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. Released in 2016. 10.6% ABV, 55 IBUs. It is a spiced ale. I thought it was a stout. I labeled that wrong when I posted. I hope everybody forgives me. This drink is, let's see, Hardywood Barrel Series. In taking a cue from centuries of brewers, Hardywood Barrel Series beers are patiently matured in wooden barrels after completing fermentation in stainless steel tanks. Beers in the barrel series are carefully racked into 50-gallon barrels where, that sounds kind of, I don't know, they're carefully racked.
Rack them.
Yep. Over several months, they undergo a metamorphosis, adapting complexity and character, a bit of color from the charred white oak, and beautiful, mellow character that is only achieved when housed in wood. Our Hardywood Gingerbread Stout, described by Beer Advocate as friggin' Christmas in a bottle, is an imperial milk stout made with, it is a stout, okay, made with vanilla beans, might take my apology away, made with vanilla beans, cinnamon, fresh Castlemont Farm baby ginger, well, okay, Bearer Farms Wildflower Honey Gingerbread Stout is then matured in bourbon whiskey barrels, where it adapts an incredibly mellow character with oak, caramel, and bourbon undertones, and emerges 12 weeks later as Bourbon Barrel GBS, a festive blend of spice. Character laces this rich chocolatey stout, which warms the palate and the soul. Should you want to pair this here GBS with some sort of food item, pair it with dark chocolate desserts, spiced holiday pies, I'm guessing that's a pumpkin pie, perhaps, deep introspection, and goodwill towards others. Aww. Aw, it goes with goodwill.
Yeah.
And peace towards mankind.
I will drink this to help support peace and goodwill.
These ones with the corks are always kind of scare me.
Yeah.
Because you never know how violently it's going to pop off. It's a very tense moment. It's like waiting for Augustus Gloop to go through the pipe and Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. When will it happen? Right now. Oh, boy. That is,
woody.
Just the aroma of gingerbread that came off as soon as that cork popped out has me intrigued. We're doing a gingerbread train this year at the house.
Oh yeah, instead of a house?
We've been doing gingerbread houses and stuff, or trains, or whatever gingerbread decorating thing we've been doing. Nobody eats it. Nobody eats the gingerbread. They might pick the candy off, but other than that, nothing. Like, why are we doing this? Traditional. It's a traditional thing. All right, so now that I have it into my Dad Bro Show silicone pint glass.
Is it traditional?
What, gingerbread houses?
Yeah, did we do that growing up?
We didn't, but then again, that doesn't say a whole lot.
Well, I was gonna say, because Mimi's doing with the grandkids now, and I didn't know, like, if you were saying it's traditional, then I want to make sure that, I give her credit if she was doing it with us.
Traditional for other families, but for our family.
I gotcha. Whoa. That's some interesting head.
That's what she said.
So I'm not getting the gingerbread smell out of the glass here.
Right.
That I got as soon as I popped the cork on that thing.
Ooh. Well, I'm getting some of the gingerbread flavor, but there's like a real creaminess coming through there.
Yes.
It's like almost like a heavy cream. Did you get that? It's sort of on the forward side of it.
Yeah, I got you there. This is very good. And then the gingerbread comes back at the end.
Wow. So this beer came to us because I went to the local bottle shop, and with a guy who works there is another bearded gentleman. So I gave him the beard nod, and told him that I said, "Hey, I'm just looking, perusing beers, whatever, looking for stuff that's interesting." I said, "You don't happen to have anything that's limited supply, hard to come by?
Interesting beers, do you?"
Interesting. And he's like, "Well, I do happen to have this," and he went behind the counter and pulled out one of these. And apparently we can't get this beer in North Carolina.
Really?
He drove to Virginia to get some for himself and happened to have a few extra bottles he was willing to let go for some of the patronages of his business.
Really?
So that's how we got it. I sweet-talked him, Josh.
Did you?
Yeah. So we wouldn't have...
that's all, though, right? That's all you had to do to get it? A little sweet talk and give him some money?
Yeah, we'll just... It is good beer, though. So, yeah. That was... I had a couple of bombers last night. I think I'm getting into dark beers.
You're getting into them? I thought you already were into them.
Well, I mean, I like dark beers, but if I were to go to a bar and I want to have a beer, I generally go for like a red, something a little lighter, a Doppelbock, which isn't that. It's not that it's that. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm going like towards porters and stouts and.
On its own, I prefer porters and stouts. They have a lot more character to them.
Yeah.
That appeals to me anyway. But if I'm going to eat, I generally tend to like a little bit lighter. Reds and it depends, but it also depends on what I'm eating. But if I got a meal that I really want to enjoy the flavors of the food, then I'll probably stay away from the stouts. Unless there's something I'm really looking forward to.
I don't know. Well, having one bomber, like if you're just gonna have like one beer, then these bombers that are like a 10% alcohol stout where you're just gonna sip on it for a couple hours, they're perfect for that.
Couple hours?
I mean, an hour. Like not a couple hours, but like an hour.
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes, then go to bed.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do. Let's address something real quick that's going on with our live stream. So if you tuned in to this early on, we are trying something new today where we are multicasting. We're multi-streaming on 4 different platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Beam. And something I noticed here is that commenting to our gentlemen in the Beam chat room, when you comment on that chat system you got over there, it goes across all platforms.
Yes.
So when you're like, "Hey, Winks," it just the people on the people on YouTube will just see, "Hey, Winks."
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting because it'll make us sound like we're not being coherent, I guess, on some of the platforms.
Or
so
it could be just we're just chatting with people who aren't there. These guys are crazy.
So we should. So then, for the people on Beam, we should just chat with people on like YouTube and be like, "Oh, you guys are cracking us up," and then they'll. But you don't want to be switching around, but
yeah, no, I know.
But yeah, so it's interesting because you've got groups of people who will watch on different platforms and they won't interact with each other. That's always been the fun part of our live feed, is that the chat room kind of gets its own little environment going. The guys have a good time hanging out.
Yeah.
So now we're like we've now like syndicated. So I like to think of the chat room. Well, I think of the chat. I think of the chat room as like a bar. Like we're in a bar. We're all hanging out together, right?
Yeah.
But now we're in like multiple bars
at the same time. It's really weird.
Well, that's why I was saying syndicate. I'm not saying like
we are in multiple dimensions at once now.
Whoa.
We are now that crazy guy walking down the street talking to himself. Who's really just in multiple dimensions talking to other people that you can't see. That's where we are. John, I got a question for you. Are your daughters into Barbie at all? Do you have any Barbie dolls in your household?
We have Barbies. They're not super crazy about them, but they do play with them fairly often.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. They play with them a lot, but they don't
They're not like Barbie kids. Like if we got rid of them, I don't think it would be the end of the world for them.
Okay.
But they do get them out and play with them.
Reason I ask is they're going to be doing a, when I say they, I don't know who's doing it, but it's going to happen, there's going to be a live action Barbie movie coming out, and they've cast comedian Amy Schumer as Barbie. And I wanted to get your thoughts on this, John. What are your thoughts on Amy Schumer as Barbie?
My initial thought is, ugh.
Have you gotten a good photo of Amy Schumer lately? Just to kind of
like a now photo or something.
Yeah, or just bring up just Google Amy Schumer and then look at the news or whatever.
You want news or you want images?
Now let's be honest here.
Something current.
Sure. Let's be honest here. The Barbie is a. Hey, we got someone here. Trigger happy. Why wouldn't they just cast the people that want to look like that? Yeah. Well, whatever. It's one of those things. There you go. There's Amy Schumer as Barbie. Now, Barbie does have unrealistic proportions, so there's almost no real way you could have an actual Barbie. I would say, if they made the movie way back when, is it
the Olsen twins?
It is the Olsen
It
twins.
is. Right
Yeah.
behind Amy Schumer, making.
You know what they could do is take
They look very ghoulish.
They could take the Olsen twins. Olsen twins could be Barbies.
They could.
You take the Olsen twins, and then you know how they have those green suits for when they sort of do. They have a character that they're gonna 3D animate, but so they put them in a green suit with all these little ping pong balls on them to track. What they could do is they could take the Olsen twins, who are rail thin.
Yeah.
Put them in bras and panties that are green screen with the ping pong balls.
Oh, okay.
And then just add
Enhance what they need. Green screen on the.
Yeah. Enhance.
Enhancements.
Enhance. Yeah, do that. But Amy Schumer is going to have to be a whole different scenario if they're going to make it more realistic for Barbie. So what's going on now is it's gone to the natural narrative here has become it's fat shaming.
Yeah.
She, the 35-year-old comedian was fat shamed all over Twitter instantly after it was announced she would play the popular blonde Barbie in a live-action flick by Sony due out in 2018. 2018? That seems so far off. Let's see. Here's one. Amy Schumer, Barbie? Better lose a lot of weight for that role, wrote one user. Another added, more fat Fs making the news as Barbie. Amy Schumer's Barbie, the mental illness of Hollywood is mind-boggling. If Barbie became obese and heinous to men, Amy Schumer is perfect. Maybe, you know what? Maybe Amy Schumer is going to be a sort of a Barbie past her prime.
Yeah.
Like on the shelves is
it going to be like Barbie when she's had a lot of kids and stuff?
Maybe the Barbie on the shelf right now is your 18, 20-year-old Barbie.
Yeah.
Right? And now it's Barbie at 35. How about that?
Wow, that was a roller coaster there from 18 and 20 looking like Barbie.
Well,
and then
when you're
35 going
living
to
up like
Amy
Barbie,
Schumer.
when you're living it up like Barbie, that can happen to you.
When you're a Barbie girl in this Barbie world.
Mm-hmm. You party a little too hard. You know, a little bit too much, a little too much champagne. Probably, the world is your oyster, and you absolutely. Here's another one. Amy Schumer, Barbie better lose weight for that role. Barbie goes to fat camp. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Now, I don't know. My theory is, John, it's not so much that she's being fat shamed, right?
Yeah.
It's not the she. Well, it is the she part of it. Because let's just flip roles here and say that Sony was going to come out with a He-Man movie. And as He-Man, they cast Seth Rogen.
Or Jonah Hill.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
He-Man is Seth Rogen. Jonah Hill is Man of Arms. What do you think the reaction would be to that?
Well, I think a better example would be because of the way this is looked at would be, let's say they cast some new Magic Mike characters.
Uh-huh.
And they cast Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen.
Yes, there you go.
How would the ladies feel about that, having their beloved Magic Mike series?
That's a very good yes.
I think that would be awesome. It would be awesome to have.
Well, wait a minute now. This isn't a movie for guys though.
You put like Vince Vaughn.
Magic Mike was a movie for girls, for women.
Right.
But Barbie's not going to be a movie for guys.
No, it's not. But the viewpoint for us as guys to sit here and say that Amy Schumer doesn't fit the Barbie description, like we're evaluating her on a attractive basis,
right?
And saying, does she meet the same level of attractiveness as a Barbie,
right?
So that's a guy's opinion, so the only way to get that same like primal opinion out of a woman is that you have to connect it to one of these stupid.
That's true, but also Barbie's not popular amongst young girls because, that's a doll. That's you know what I mean? He-Man wasn't cool because there's a toy called He-Man and whatever he looked like I'd play with. I liked He-Man because he had a lot of muscles. He was a big muscular He-Man. I think Barbie's the same for girls. And I'm wondering if young girls will accept Amy Schumer as Barbie. Which, by the way, think about this, John. If this is going to be aimed at little girls, right?
Yeah.
Is Amy Schumer the person? Let's take away the way she looks. Let's not even think about that. Okay? Let's just go by her how she became famous, her comedic her stand-up comedy. Is that what you want to be put forth as a role model for your daughters?
Not particularly. Her her humor and the I guess genre of comedy that she does, or sort of the topic she talks about. No, I wouldn't want my daughter.
No.
I wouldn't want her feeling like she could associate or.
I'm such a slut. I'm gonna although you can't say that because then then you're slut shaming her. It's weird. Okay, here's the thing. I do not like Amy Schumer because I think it was last year. There was some 19-year-old kid. He was a fan of hers.
Right.
Okay. Took a photo with her on a red carpet. Posted on his Twitter account. Spent the night with Amy Schumer. Bet I'm not the first guy to say that.
Yeah.
Or I know I'm not the first guy to say that or whatever. She responded on Twitter with, "Oh, I get it because I'm a slut, right?" And he got hammered for it. He was making a joke in the same vein of joke that she makes.
He was playing along in her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it was like an inside baseball
and
joke.
he got crushed on Twitter for that.
Yeah.
To the point where he apologized twice, and I'm pretty sure he's still kind of rocked by it. You're being a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's a little much.
You're being a hypocrite,
especially as a comedian when you're supposed to be like you're supposed to be an advocate for freedom of speech and sort of like open thought and all that. It was a good joke. The kid it was a good for a 19-year-old kid, to be able to put something like that together. That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
And it fits the genre.
It was a decent joke in the vein of Amy Schumer's humor.
Yeah.
Schumer humor.
I don't know. I'm not exactly excited about it.
You shouldn't be.
It's in the live chat here. Trigger Happy says, he brought up G.I. Joes. He didn't say this. That's what he brought up. And then I'm gonna say, what if it was a G.I. Joe movie, and it was Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill,
any movie,
and so all the G.I. Joes are these sort of pudgy.
Yeah.
That's not a G.I. Joe.
No.
G.I. Joes were ripped up war machines.
Yeah. Or at least looked like they could be in decent. The Rock.
Yeah.
I loved Arnold movies back in the day. I didn't want to say back in the day, but it just came out.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I was a huge Arnold fan because of the way he looked. He was the ideal look.
Not
growing
a tumor.
Up.
I'm a huge Arnold fan.
But he's got muscles. He's all great. He's great as Conan.
He's so good doing movies.
That was an ideal. You know what? I think that we need as kids sort of an unrealistic, unattainable, not role model and not goal, but an image.
Yeah.
Like this is manly. And for some kids it was G.I. Joe. For me it was He-Man. Like the muscles and all of that, that was what the guys were, and Barbie's the same way of that for girls, which completely unattainable. But for some reason, Barbie was the one that it was damaging to people's self-esteem, whereas He-Man wasn't. Unfair. The only reason that people like G.I. Joe, by the way, more they had more articulating parts.
Yeah, they did have a lot of articulating
Their
parts.
elbows and knees bent.
Yeah, without making that weird popping sound.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what? If you have an opinion on Amy Schumer being cast, oh gosh, she looks like a gopher. Just, I don't like her because she's a hypocrite. Anyway, If you have an opinion on this, let us know. Get in touch with us at Dad Bro Show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and give us your opinion there. John, what do you say we take a break real quick? Real quick?
Real quick?
We'll take a break real quick, and then we'll come back with more of the Dad Bro Show after this. Ugh.
Oh, man. So, if you're watching the live stream, or you happen to be watching the video after the fact,
I don't know what we're doing.
This right here is going to be called the break. This is where we take a break in the middle of the show.
The break.
Cut loose a little bit. We talk with some of the people in the chat room, and then maybe watch some videos.
Idiot.
Talk about what's coming up next, and that's what's going on here. This part... This part of the show doesn't go into the podcast.
John, I went into Target today.
Uh-oh.
And do you remember when Target decided to pull all of the, to stop doing the boy stuff, girl stuff, sort of? I went into Target today to find a long sleeve undershirt for my boys because they were doing something outside and for the Boy Scouts and they needed to wear their uniform, but I want to be a little bit warmer.
Sure.
Looking for a long sleeve undershirt. In the boys section of Target, there were hats and gloves and stuff. And I was struck when I noticed that half of the hats and gloves over there were pink and had sparkly things on them and were clearly girl stuff. Just in the boys section.
Yeah.
And it wasn't sort of pink in the real men wear pink kind of thing. It was clearly girl stuff that they just threw over there.
Really?
Just to be...
And you think it was part of that movement or that...
It might be, but here's where it got to me was I was in a hurry to get the stuff and get out. If I was a dad in a hurry to buy a certain item and Target is mishmashing everything,
yeah,
I don't know where to look. Where do I go to get this item for my kid? They haven't planned it out very well yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jeez,
Dad. The thing is, if you go to the toy section, everything is divided by boys and girls.
Why'd you buy me the pink hat? Because it was in the boys section. Well, you don't like it?
We don't know how you identify yet, so we're just gonna buy pink, whatever.
You can move what picture now? Oh, the Amy. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to keep looking at it.
Sorry.
Let's find another Amy Schumer picture for him to look at. There you go. Her face is just so squished up, and she's got these. Ugh. Oh, John, how?
So,
she could be Barbie.
Yeah, why not? I think she would do all right as Barbie.
Lexi Pantera.
Well, that's a tiny picture.
How did she become? How did she become
Instagram, yo?
Her butt's not even that big. That's weird.
No, it's all about how she can move it.
Shake it.
Shake it.
I think the Zuzka, whatever that we follow on Instagram. She's like the Russian girl with the workouts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think she's the one that was on YouTube with the sort of the creepy guy that was filming her, but she became yeah.
No, that was the cast.
Hambo, you're leaving?
Astral-
Oh no.
What? No, that's Beerman Mark leaving, right?
No.
Hambo leaving too?
I thought Hambo was leaving.
What?
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, Hambo. Sorry, guys. Gonna be the first guy to leave the. Yeah, he's gone.
What? Hambo never leaves. I can't remember what her name.
He's outie.
I used to know what her name is, but now
5,000.
what is that? Who's this? Well, then we might have to follow this one too. My other Dad Bros thing is nothing but fitness. Oh, did you actually look at what's her name's Instagram?
No.
She actually has. So she has. So remember how she talked about she does special effects? We're talking about Chelsea Bells that we follow on YouTube. If you don't follow Bells or you don't know Bells, I have to look up her handle real quick. But or if somebody in the live chat can get it to us, you should check out Bells. I'll give you the full thing in a minute here. But we found her on Instagram. And on one of her YouTube videos, she stated that she is into special effects graphic or special effects makeup.
Yeah.
So I found some of the stuff that she does.
Wow.
And she's actually pretty decent at it. Like this here.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if she's holding out on us as far as like maybe she's a little more with it than she lets on.
Maybe.
It's interesting.
Hey, there's Kieran making a nice golf shot.
Like this one here.
From Lunatic Radio. Oh, wow. Yeah, she does seem more with it than that photo.
Yeah, let me see if I can...
let's see here. Oh, God, there was something I was going to point out on...
Let's do this real quick.
Another good follow on Instagram that's got nothing to do with twerking or anything girly is passenger shaming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Zuzka Light. John, Zuzka Light.
What's that?
That's the Russian broad.
Zuzka.
Zuzka Light.
Okay.
Passenger shaming, where basically it's people on airplanes that are doing things that are just disgusting. They're disgusting on the airplanes. Who's that?
Lexi Pantera.
Oh, really? Huh, I've never seen her face before.
I like these knitted shorts.
Knitted shorts?
Knitted. Passenger shaming. Go on.
Passenger shaming, where people like, here's one where this guy is laying in the middle of the aisle. It looks like he has his pants off or something, but he's got his feet in the air.
Yeah.
He's on his back. It's people who take their shoes off and just like hang their feet over the seat in front of them. Just disgusting stuff people do.
Vlogmas has started again.
Yes, and you know what? Vlogmas is not her thing. It's a thing.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
An actual thing.
Yeah.
Because what's his name? Matt Ogus is doing Vlogmas now.
Where did you see a knife, Trigger Happy? A knife. Do we have a knife in here?
Happy.
I don't think I have a knife in here right now, do I?
No.
Fresh out of
To my
weapons in this
knowledge,
room at the moment.
no.
We do streaming. We do so this Trigger Happy. This is we live stream this, but what we're actually doing here with all this stuff is we're recording a podcast. A podcast is like our main.
Yeah.
Has he been here before?
No.
Oh, and the podcast is our main. That's our bread and butter. That's what we do.
That's our goal.
We make a podcast, a radio show. We do this live because it helps us give a better show. We feel it gives a more natural live show. Oh, when I opened the YouTube, you saw a knife? Let me see. Oh, right there, yeah. It was a handmade tool or something. I like knives. I'm into knives.
Crazy.
So let's see if you're still listening to this. Bells 9113 is the one that
God dang.
What's up?
It's our December number so far.
We've been, what is today?
The fifth day of
fourth?
December, and
No,
we're
it's the
already at
fourth today.
400. Yeah, fourth day, so we're at 400.
Wow.
Something. Yeah.
Or was that because of what's his name?
Probably.
Wow. He is a connector.
Have them on all the time.
Yeah.
So what do you say we argue about this again? That was 74.
Oh, I love this camera work. Let's see
Actually,
there.
Episode 171 has been big.
How does she have so much crap on her? What was 171?
I don't know.
You want me to look it up?
Okay, look up.
Books, movies, clothing trend, accessories.
She's got a lot of DVDs.
Decorating, yoga mat.
Is she a hoarder?
I kind of get the feeling that she might be.
171 was holidays are near.
It's got the what is that?
It was a guy with that was a the end is near sign, but I put a turkey on it instead of.
Okay. Yeah. Huh. There really wasn't anything.
I'm gonna have to do new camera this weekend. It's supposed to be
There's a lot of head stuff.
I know, yeah.
Head goes up and down like crazy.
But even that's like really annoying me.
That's cool, Trigger Happy. How are
My
you? What method are you using? Are you doing like a?
He's on Beam, I believe.
No, I mean of knife making. What?
Oh, he's a knife maker.
Well, he says he's toying with it in his off time. Are you doing
Whittling,
like a?
He's whittling a knife with out of wood with another knife.
Well, there's the method of forging. You can forge out of a piece of steel if you,
You
have
can
a forge
stamp
and
it,
hammer.
you can cut it.
You can laser. Imagine you can laser cut them now.
Oh,
Stamp
yeah.
them. One method we used to do was had a bandsaw, and you would cut out essentially the outline of the knife, and then you would, grind it down and polish it up and all that stuff.
Power tools.
Power tools. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
What are you doing?
Fun fact: our dad used to be a knife maker.
Yep.
I spent many a day.
What is she doing? Her ear, her
holding steel while Dad hammered it.
Why does she keep doing that? She's got to be more with it.
Mine's annoying right now.
You think so?
Also been really
Trigger, have you ever seen a forge where they make it out of like a bus rim? It'll be like a rim, a metal rim, and the idea is you put like a blower on the bottom of the where the hole in the middle is, and so basically I think you put like a grate over top of that hole. You put your coals and stuff on, and then you put like a shop vac motor, and it blows the air through it, and it gets those coals super hot. And you can take a piece of metal and put it in there, and it'll get it actually. I saw a mobile blacksmith that had something similar to that, but I've seen some DIY type things you can do.
I've never seen that. I ain't never seen that ever.
Yeah, this is not a very good video of hers.
It's good. Well, it's not good.
If you're a
but
fan of hers, it's good.
Well, no, if you've never seen her before and you're trying to tell someone how weird she is, that's a good one.
So she's getting a little carried away with these stupid deer things.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is this? There's a little shot. Look at all the stuff on it.
It's me, it's Chelsea. So I'm just gonna try some dill pickles that I got.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
The other day. They are by Chef.
That's how you make pickle bread.
King.
Pickle bread?
Dildo.
Chef for hire. I think we paid what, $8 for the jar of pickles?
Yeah.
Was it $8 for the pickles?
It was.
The jar of pickles.
Does she follow? If she follows us on what you call it, you can watch our live stream now. If she follows us on YouTube, she can watch our live stream now.
I know.
I was 12.
Hey Chelsea, if you happen to be watching, we want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Reach out to us.
Here.
Oh, there's carrots in that pickle jar.
Wow, they buy that or they make that?
Holy smokes.
Pickles. So that's a full jar of pickles and spices and dill.
I get a feeling they like a lot of like farmers market type
And
stuff.
vinegar,
They like a
salt,
lot of.
mustard. Okay, so it's dill, cucumber, garlic.
I want to make my own
vinegar,
pickles.
salt,
That's
You
something,
want
that's
to?
something I would like to do. Yeah.
bay leaf, water.
Oh, by the way, those
I guess it's on my bucket list. I'll
those
say.
peppers that Beerman Mark
Yeah.
gave. Yeah, those are fantastic.
Are they? You
Yeah.
mean the vinegar peppers? Oh, you got some of those? Yeah, they're pretty good.
I'm trying now.
I love the shaky cam work.
I'm obsessed with her. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's a good angle.
Open it.
I'm gonna try to sample. They were pretty good.
With those
And they had a spicy one.
big giant hands of hers, those are
They're not giant. They're kind of, what is that on her?
gangly. Those big gangly hands.
What's on her elbow?
You see her face? Her face is awesome.
It's
when
gotta be
she's-
the camera lens or something. Her arms look like they're like 12 feet long.
She thinks I'm gonna open these pickles, and her fingers are like.
She needs a can opener, guys.
Mom's got her pajama pants on. That's nice.
It's not like our mom.
Here we go.
Really had a lazy day today.
Have you?
I'm gonna let her do it. Okay, beautiful. Popping open like champagne, yo.
What?
Wow, she's branching out, huh?
Oh, they
You just start sucking pickles out of the jar.
Yeah.
fresh, nice and fresh. So
You'll be like that guy with the hot dogs where he's swallowing a hole. He's gonna swallow pickles whole.
Somehow managed to squeeze her head into the jar and just eat them from the inside out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Do you think she knows this, or does she just? This is.
I don't know what she's doing.
And I see a garlic clove right at top.
That's a guy thing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
There you go.
Oh, she's bending over and eating pickles, Josh.
See, that's the thing, though. Like, that's a guy thing.
Does she not know that?
Guys will go, oh, wait a minute now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look at what
I
we
should
have
not
here.
like this.
Hey,
but
whoa, oh. She's not wearing a bra, is she?
I should not like
I don't
that.
think she is.
I don't know.
That's just it. I've never bought home.
Oh, come on, Chelsea. What do you say, ride the Sibian?
Buy local, buy Blue Sea. Try something new, take a chance.
She's not. And I wonder, John, if we went frame by frame, if you could see something.
I don't know.
So I
You don't think she's wearing one?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Go
Go
back
back?
about 30 seconds there.
All right,
Or
let's
perhaps
see.
this person, but I kind of think it's Rad Jam.
When she's really been over there trying to get that pickle out of there, like it's a claw game.
Farmers.
Back.
Buy local, buy Blue Sea.
There we go.
Perfect combination of sweet and sour.
See, there's no strap.
Yeah, there is no.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
see? You see what I
whoa.
mean?
Hold on now.
Perfect combination of sweet and sour.
And like I've done it before. That does look.
That is.
Well,
can we put that in Photoshop and
we get
or put it on Instagram and find some filters that will take some of the shadows out.
Well, you need the. You could Photoshop it with the pickle in her mouth.
We're not doing anything that's not You can't see nothing. Come on now, Triggerhead. We've been doing this for a while. We're under the radar on Beam. We're not broadcasting games or anything.
Oh, what is he saying? Can't.
We got to be careful with this on Beam.
Oh, yeah.
More Facebook that we're worried about.
Yeah, Facebook and YouTube is the one I'm more worried about. I should flag
Wix!
it.
How dare you? Oh,
Here you
flag
go.
this video.
I will flag it as inappropriate. I'm gonna hit this little thumbs up as I like this being inappropriate. Or I'm giving you a thumbs up. This is inappropriate.
You should eat more pickles there, Chelsea.
Love the pickle segment.
More pickles. You should eat more pickles.
Yeah.
In fact, get those big pickles. Get some big.
Great camera work and more pickles. There we go. There's a
think she
Photoshop.
knows what she's doing.
There's a Photoshop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if she starts cleaning the floors and stuff in a loose top or a robe, then we'll know she knows what's up on YouTube.
I wonder how she would.
Whoa, that was definitely
Yeah.
you're definitely getting some there. You're seeing it.
And that's just it. I've never bought in homemade pickles before.
I've never bought.
I wonder how she would respond to it. Just a, hey, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but
totally
Something
saw.
new, take a chance.
totally think I saw some.
And I'll say, and it's not the first time.
And by the way,
So I think you would
they're
honestly
nice.
Rad Jams.
Yeah. Oh, she actually has a.
It's Rad
Does
Jams.
she have another channel?
All right, Beerman
Same-
Mark. Yeah, I'll see ya.
I hope you have a great day. And I hope
All right. Let's. What do you want to? Should we get into our medical stuffs and? Oh, we gotta do Hatchimals too.
Yeah, we do.
Let's go with Hatchimals and then do the medical stuffs. Hatchimales.
All right. Jump there, butter boy. I don't want to run you over. All right. Well, that's Bells 9113. If you guys want to follow her, totally like this video. I feel like I should comment on this video.
Feel like it, huh?
Should I say one of my faves? Those pickles look delicious.
That shirt looks fantastic on you. I don't know. They do look delicious, though.
They will look good.
Actually, honestly, they do look like good pickles.
How about that? It's a nice jug
Yeah.
of pickles.
We should send you some of our pickles.
There you go. Those look like some tasty pickles. All right. She's eventually gonna dig into us. She has to.
I don't know. Do you have a link to like an Instagram photo or something there, Trigger Happy? We could. I mean, look a picture,
You could tweet us at Dad Bro Show. You could, or there you go. Throw my email address out there. There you go. John at Dad Bro Show. I'll get it. Or Josh. Or info. I mean, you could do that. Or you could tweet us if you want at Dad Bro Show.
All right. You ready?
Yes, we're gonna do. We're gonna do
Lexi Pantera and then
Hatchimals. Is that gonna be on the see Hatchimals and then Advent Calendar and then Hipster Dad and then the other stuff? Or do you want to skip Hipster Dad and go into the other stuff?
oh, Hatchimals. Hatchimals, Drink of the Show, Hipster Dad. Oh shit! What do you want to do?
Well, I feel like Hatchimals and Advent Calendars go together because they're like things for Christmas type of thing.
Let's do Hipster Dad, Drink of the Show, Hatchimals, Advent, and then see what we got left.
Okay. TM4. Sounds like a plan. Let me look real quick.
Get this camera over here. Give me the camera over here.
Trigger Happy. Also, get the camera to you.
Watch this camera. Watch this. I'm gonna put some mayonnaise on this bread. You want some mayonnaise on this bread?
Oh, you talking about, is she still going?
Yeah.
Let me see here. Knives. Cancel. We're gonna do custom knives for sale. There's a group that I'm a member of, Trigger Happy, called Custom Knives for Sale, and there's a lot of guys on there that make knives and stuff, and they share them, they sell them, they collect them. And also look up Blue Wasp knives. Guy out of California makes a decent knife for the money. He makes a nice little knife. All right, ready to get back into this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I gotta go through and listen to that dude's music because there's a couple of clips I heard.
Oh, there was
I
some
liked.
great stuff on there.
Yeah, I gotta go back and pull some out.
There's one instrumental that I think we could definitely use.
Can you download them?
Track 6 or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Welcome back to the Dad Bro Show. Josh and John hanging out in the studio. Thank you for sticking with us. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Are you tired of hearing "Daddy"?
I have girls, so I kind of don't feel like I am tired of it. I kind of never. I feel like I'm gonna be daddy forever.
Well, it's not so much that, but it for me, it's daddy with every kid. I have 3 boys. They all call me. Well, they call me daddy, but it's the fact that I can't go a couple of minutes without hearing "Daddy."
Yeah, that does.
Daddy.
Yeah.
To the point where I told my oldest son, "Look, just call me Dad.
Yeah.
You're old enough. First of all, you're almost 10 years old. Call me Dad. Second of all, I'm sick of hearing Daddy. I need a break from it. Call me Dad." Well, apparently, there's a lot of hipster dads that don't even want to be called Dad. You know what they want to be called?
They want to be called something new agey, and
they want to be called Papa.
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 That's what they.
Yeah.
That's what they choose.
Yeah. This from popsugar.com. Parenting trends come and go, but many of them largely depending on the family surrounding community. Recently, more and more progressive moms have opted for mama instead of mom. That's progressive? That's Southern.
Yeah,
That's South right there.
I think so. Yeah,
Mama?
but you could be progressive and Southern, I guess. technically.
And now the latest trend to rise out of Brooklyn. Brooklyn's where all the hipsters are dads who want to be called Papa instead of Dad or Daddy. Which, if Mama is the one, I would say Daddy, Mama, and Daddy.
Mama and Daddy.
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 It's weird.
No,
Seeing,
it was Diddy.
growing up in the South, you
Diddy?
you do have some adult men
Yeah.
that refer to their dad as Daddy.
Yeah. Hey, Diddy, you want to?
We're going over to Daddy's house and
Gonna have some supper at Daddy's house.
Daddy.
Daddy and Mama.
Will Goose, a 36-year-old Brooklyn dad to 3 boys, Axel, Oscar, and Balthazar. Balthazar, really?
Wow, this guy's all
Boy,
about names.
I bet Oscar really feels left out there. Thinks that dad sounds very Saved by the Bellish, and said that about half of the children at his son's Williamsburg preschool use Papa to refer to their fathers. All right, if half of the kids are referring to their dads as Papa,
Yeah.
and you want to be called Papa, there's something wrong with you because you're no longer original. Perhaps
No.
Papa is representative of a general leaning towards wanting to be your child's friend as opposed to having a more hierarchical relationship. Yeah, that's not
What about
really...
the dude? Why wouldn't you, like, as a hipster, you'd be called the dude?
Duda.
Dude.
Duty.
Duty?
Duty.
Hey, Duty.
Papa is a little hipper. No, it's not. And a little more familiar and friendlier than Dad. No, I think Dad's more friendlier and whatever. Although the trend seems to have popped up in urban areas due to a desire to be more alternative than the regular old dads of the world, don't be surprised if you see a beanie-wearing hipster kiddo calling for his papa in a coffee shop for you near you soon. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. Will never make me... whatever. Papa? Excuse me, Papa. Honey. Ugh.
Pappy?
Pappy?
Pop?
That's not bad.
Old man?
Call me Pappy. Old man. You know what? If you really want to be trendy, or you want to be forward-thinking, or you want to be outside of the box, go with old man.
What's progenitor?
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 The person who has the progeny?
Kin?
Kin?
Sire.
Ooh, is that really?
I like that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me, sire?
Patriarch. How about patriarch?
The patriarch, yeah.
That would be good. Forefather, forebearer.
Well, speaking of Papa,
Yeah.
I thought it meant...
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
I thought it meant uncle, because your youngest son refers to me as Papa.
No, he calls you Pop Pop.
Does he?
Pop Pop.
I swear, because he goes, hey, Papa?
Pop Pop.
Pop Pop?
Pop Pop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pop Pop's what the grandparents get called.
Oh, boy.
Granddads get called. But I think he thinks it is just any man in the family that's not
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
It's Pop Pop. Because right now we're kind of short on men
Yes.
in the family outside of dad.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
There's 2 Pop Pops, and you're one of them apparently.
So like it'd be uncle and grandfather?
Yeah, Uncle Pop Pop. Call me Unky Pop Pop.
Unky Pop?
Unky Pop. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of understand wanting something different. If you had each kid call you a different thing, that would make sense. But Papa? No.
Papa?
Papa's not one. I don't like Papa. I don't like Pappy.
Unless there's a Van Winkle after it.
Right. Pops. I'm okay with Pops for some reason, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was one that really bothered me, but I can't remember what it was now. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna figure out what that one was, and I don't know why it bothered me. See you, Trigger Happy. I don't know why it bothered me because it shouldn't have, but it did. and I'd like to figure that out. Kind of like the pronouns discussion that we had. It
Yeah.
shouldn't bother me, but it does. It bothers me what you want to be called. Pappy. That might be it. Maybe it's Pappy.
Pappy.
Pappy. Because Pappy sounds like if Popeye was my
How about Paw?
Paw.
Hey, Paw.
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 Paw. It's the way you sound it. Not Papa, but Paw.
Paw.
I don't like the Paw.
Yeah. How about Pierre? Is that Pierre? Padre? Pops?
Pierre.
Baba?
Pierre.
Abba?
Pops.
Rinse?
Pops. Good.
Rent?
Baba.
Oh, I guess like parents, and then you could go short with rent.
Ugh. Gross. I don't know.
How about Dadaroo?
Dadaroo? Dadaroonie.
That sounds hipster. Dadaroo.
Yeah.
Right? I would think that would be the hipster one.
How about Paparoni?
Paparoni. Old fart. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, well. All right, let's finish this. I've got a couple sips left, so let's go ahead and get to our recap here.
Dad Bros Drink of the Show.
Hardwood Brewing's Barrel Series Bourbon Barrel Gingerbread Stout, aged in a bourbon barrel. 2016. I was about to say 1916.
Ooh, that would make it pretty
Yeah,
good.
from 2016. And John, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
I would say if you do like a good, I don't know, if you're looking for a Christmas beverage, a Christmas beverage that's not eggnog, this is a good one.
Yeah.
A gingerbread stout aged in bourbon barrels.
Crimovage?
Crimovage of Logmas.
Lagermus.
Ooh. What? Go for it. It's got gingerbread up front, creaminess, gingerbread in the back. It's not overpowering, and it's nice. I could see sitting by a fire, sipping this thing for a little while.
Yeah. It was good. I finished mine halfway through the first segment because it was very delicious. Couldn't stop sipping on it. So it was very good. I would highly recommend it. It says pour slowly into a stem glass.
Oh, we
Savor
screwed that
at
up.
50 degrees. We use a Silipine glass, which is a, as long as it has the Dad Bros logo on it, it is the perfect drinking vessel for any beverage that is beer or water, soda, mixed drinks, anything you want to put in it. Milk.
Delicious.
Yeah. So there you go. Fine beverage. Right, Paul?
Right.
I had a question, or I sort of had a thought, I guess, on our last episode we had with Robbie
Samuels. Yes, Robbie Samuels.
Just a sort of I guess I don't know what you call it, but if I were a woman,
yeah,
who felt I was a man,
okay,
but I was in a man's body.
So you're a transgender?
Yeah, like me, I'm in a man's body. I have a man's body here biologically,
Yeah.
right? But I identify myself as a woman who wants to be a man.
I don't see why you couldn't do that.
Like, I mean, really, doesn't it not?
There's a point where I never got to this with Robbie, but I wanted to reach a point where we could say, let's draw a few lines in the sand, shall we? Of this is where we stop. I will accept the pronouns we have. Let's say 37 pronouns.
You get 5. You get 5 outside of he and her.
Yeah,
like those those.
I will. You know what? I will accept 37.
Okay.
As long as we stop at that.
Yeah.
No more. None shall pass after this point. Because here's where...
What if they want to trade? What if they want to give up some to have others?
I don't remember if we got into this discussion, but if that's okay... Do you remember Stephanie, the transgendered male to female, who also was a formerly 50-year-old male who is now a 6-year-old girl.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
I want a line drawn in the sand where you go, well, I'll accept the female part of your transition, but you're not a 6-year-old.
That's a question we should have asked
girl.
Robbie. With how does he feel about the age, like being trans age? I guess it would be. I don't know what you would call
age
it.
Fluid.
Age fluid.
Yeah, I don't know. Ew.
AIDS fluid.
Age fluids. But yeah, basically here. What I want is some solid boundaries. That's all.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up with more conversations to have, and that might be a fun like Google Hangout to do.
Yeah,
or to do like like some of that. We were talking about doing some bonus content sometime, like get some other guys and do like just a fun hangout where we just sort of round table and just chat about whatever.
Could be
much like this show with other people on it. Let's see, Josh, where are we at now?
I don't know. We got so many windows open because we're doing so much new stuff.
There's
that's
Christmas
right.
around the corner, and with Christmas comes Christmas gifts.
Yes, and one of the hot gifts this year, at least they're trying to convince us, is the Hatchimals. Now, I don't know if you guys are out there looking for Hatchimals for your kid or whatnot. John has not seen the Hatchimal. You're vaguely aware of it, correct?
Yes.
So I thought it would be fun to sort of introduce you to the Hatchimal. We have a video pulled up of a Hatchimal that's pulled out of the box and let you see what it does.
Okay.
So let's just kind of go with the video and get your thoughts on it right off the bat. And let's see if you would jump through hoops to get this thing for your kids. Here's some kids reviewing it too. They basically have an egg.
Yeah, it's like a giant, looks like a robin's egg.
Yeah, a big sparkly egg.
They've got 2 of them, 3 of them, 4, I don't know, 2 of them.
Yeah, their parents must be special.
So it's making noises.
Yep. And it's hatching.
Okay, so now, do you get to decide when it hatches?
I think when you remove it from the box, it probably triggers something. So this egg here has little pieces that are being pecked out.
Yeah. So is the egg itself like it starts off solid like a real egg, or is it already broken and like it's
kind of solid, I guess.
Or it's like a paper egg.
It probably has paper around the sides or whatever.
Like a paper mache.
Yeah.
So what happens if you just cracked it open and like, there's a Dad Bros video for you cracking Hatchimal into a frying pan.
Oh. So it cracks itself around the egg, and this takes about 20 minutes. But it's popping itself out, okay?
It takes 20 minutes?
I think it's about 20 minutes,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Which, now, I don't know about your kids, John.
Yeah.
But my kids will be interested in this for about 2 minutes.
For the first 2 minutes of it?
And then they'll walk away, not interested to see what happens until next. They want to rip it open. So let's just rip it open and get... Because really what it's doing is, it's another box.
It's a box inside of the box?
You take it out of the box... Here's another box, an egg-shaped box, where the Hatchimal breaks its way out. Kind of violent, by the way. Thunk.
She's rubbing the egg, and I don't understand why.
I think she's excited.
Okay.
So let's. Can we?
Meanwhile, the other girl's sitting there with her eggs not doing anything.
Right.
So I'm gonna fast forward here. We're gonna advance along.
Oh, her egg is now hatching.
Yes.
Now, the color on the outside of the egg kind of gives you an indication of what your Hatchimal on the inside is going to look like.
Okay.
That way, you don't wind up with giving a boy a.
So now it looks like it's like some kind of a bird or something inside. It's got a beak, and it's spinning around. Its head, I guess, goes on a 360, and it juts out and pokes holes in the.
Yep.
So basically, it's cracking the top of the egg off.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying here.
All right, so it's basically it's
Who comes up with this? Who came up with it? You think it was China came up with this, or was it?
I don't know. It's Japanese, probably.
You think it was Japanese? That's probably true.
So it's done.
Oh, she can't wait any
you reveal
longer.
it, you pull the top off, and there you go. Now that it's hatched from the egg,
yeah,
you can't put it back in the egg and do it again. So that's it.
That's it. You can't do anything.
Now, what does this look like to you, John?
It looks like a bird version, a bird dinosaur version of a Furby.
Yes. Exactly what I thought.
I hope she cuts the skin off it right now.
So basically, what you have now is a Furby bird thing that comes out of an egg.
Looks like an owl, different colors.
This is the hot gift this year. Is it worth it?
I don't know. It's an interesting idea. This is something we haven't seen before.
Right.
And so given where we are with technology and toys and all that kind of stuff, to not have seen this before is something fairly remarkable, right?
Right. But as far as kids' toys go,
once you get past that hatching stage, though,
I can see when we were kids, okay, this being the thing, this being amazing. Because when we were kids, Beanie Babies were going for hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
All right. So I could see this being, Furbies were, oh my gosh.
I remember when the Furbies came out. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, what else does it do?
I remember that. So this would be huge then. But now, is it really that big a deal? Would your kids be, how long would your kids be engaged by this thing? Would they get it, let it hatch, play with it for about, 30 minutes? And then it's, boom, to where all the other stuff is? Where all the other toys don't get played with anymore? That's the problem with Christmas. Is the kids have this list of stuff that they want, and then once they actually get it, they're not that excited about it anymore. They get the idea, they get the I want this, and that's what consumes them is the wanting. They're almost like collectors in a way.
Yeah.
Where it's not that I'm going to do anything with it. I just want to have it. I just want it. So once they get it, they don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
So you as a parent feel like a sucker for buying it.
I don't know. It's different. It's. I like the concept is interesting, but I feel like it's a toy that's not going to get played with much. If you put the Hatchimal up against the compact NES system,
right?
I would think that would be the toy of the.
Absolutely, I would much rather go with the NES.
So,
What's going on here? Stupid phone.
Yeah. So, but I did. My wife was at Target the other day, and I guess ran into an employee, and happened to get in a conversation about the Hatchimals and the methods of getting them.
Oh.
So apparently, at the local Target here,
they have a method for getting them.
Yeah, you go before they open. They open at 7, and so you go and line up before they open.
Really?
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
And so a couple times a week, possibly 2-3 times a week, a truck comes in, and there's a few Hatchimals on there. So you can go out there and wait in line, and hopefully get an opportunity to purchase one of, say, 4 Hatchimals. It's limited, 1 per person. They bring it to the front door because they know everybody's waiting for them anyways. So they do that for the Hatchimals and the NES system.
I'd rather have the NES.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook people were selling the NES for $200.
Really?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, John. Go to eBay. I want to see what a Hatchimal is going for on eBay.
Oh, how about Amazon?
Amazon?
Yeah, watch.
Well, Amazon's retail, right?
Yeah, but people can sell stuff on there too. Hatchimal, right?
All right. Well, let's.
Here you go, Hatchimal.
Let's do Amazon.
Okay, so Amazon.
Let's do all the things that you want to do.
They're new, starting at
$239.43.
You think there's people paying that?
I do. You know what? Do you remember when Tickle Me Elmo was the thing?
Yeah.
People were paying hundreds of dollars for that. And that was in what,
1922
or $2002 or something?
Let's see.
Hatchimal, 123.
2 minutes left.
175.
123. 127, 175, 110, 164.
So it could be worth your while to wait outside of a Target waiting for a Hatchimal.
I mean, you could, yeah. You could, and then not only that, wait for Hatchimal and the NES system.
Ooh.
Sell them both.
What's the NES going for?
$200. That's what I said they listed on Facebook.
Okay, sorry.
Here, what is it called? NES.
She gave me a bunch of crap about me not listening to her enough or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Right here, the new NES Nintendo Mini on eBay, $179 shipping from Hong Kong. It's legit.
I really
$195. What does it sell for in the store? 60, 70 bucks?
50?
I think it's 69, right?
I don't know.
59?
But you can't put old cartridges in it, can you?
No, but it comes with 60 games
I
already.
know,
on
but it would be cool if you could put the old cartridge in it.
$230.
Why not make it do that?
Why
not make it do that?
I feel like for $230, you can get the whole. Like, you could get one of the original systems with all the games.
There's some sort of
comes with 30 games on it, I guess.
There's some sort of emulation kind of thing that you can do. It was like a cherry pie. I forget what it was called now, but you can build your own.
Oh, what is that computer called? The little.
It's like a little chip, basically, that you
Yeah.
attach stuff to, and it becomes an emulator. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the Hatchimal, John. That is the Hatchimal.
Raspberry.
Raspberry.
Is that-
Yeah.
No, what's it called? A Raspberry Pi?
I don't know. Boy, how long did that go by?
It's a little computer.
It was a
thing.
long, quiet pause.
I was trying to remember it. I'm trying to be better about actually remembering words and using the words. It's
good.
And not just floating along. It's
good. It's good.
Trying not to hit them. But so along with Hatchimals is something you might want to get your kids. Another thing that you might want to get your kids this year and participate in is the Advent calendar.
We have the Lego Advent calendar. We've done it every year. The Lego Star Wars Advent calendar. And we have another Lego Advent thing where it's basically a box of Lego pieces and a set of directions for every day. You tear down the old one that you built the day before and you build a new little thing.
Yeah.
But the Advent calendar is basically a countdown to Christmas with little gifts or little whatever. You all should know that by now. Correct? I would say so. But what is the explanation of the Advent calendar? We found an article here. Advent explained, from chocolate calendars to wreaths in church, the season is all about anticipation. So that's what it is. It's building up it's getting the countdown to Christmas, basically, right? Most Christmas customs in the U.S. share two characteristics. First, it's usually hard to pin down their origins to a single source. And by the way, I think that is because of our melting pot culture, where people came from all around the world to the U.S., and we all sort of borrowed each other's traditions and that kind of thing. Second, their roots are almost always going back to some religious custom, Christmas being the second most important feast day behind Easter. Easter's a bigger feast day?
Easter's pretty big, yeah. I think
For feasting?
Well, I think like with like churches and stuff, like religious, they have like big Easter dinners. Easter dinner's a big thing, right?
Really?
I thought it was.
Anyway, but have been happily adapted and in some cases scrubbed of religious content to make them more broadly palatable. The celebration of Advent, whether with wreaths in church or calendars at home, is among these customs. On the one hand, it's one of the major seasons celebrated by most Christian churches in the Western tradition. Roman Catholics, Anglicans, Episcopalians, Lutherans, and many additional Protestant churches mark the roughly month-long period with special observance. But the word Advent comes from the Latin word for arrival, adventus, which means non-Christians can celebrate it with a simple, fun countdown to Christmas. In that respect, it's also becoming a marketing opportunity for retailers, mostly through Advent calendars, such as the Lego calendar, like I said. Playmobil had one that we did for a while, that kind of thing, which has been around since the 19th century and have of late grown steadily more, shall we say, creative. By the way, our friend Bells on YouTube,
Yeah.
she's a big Advent calendar person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she loves the Advent calendar. Most modern Advent calendars don't technically cover the season of Advent. Did you know that?
I did not.
I did not either. Can we scroll down just a little bit so we can see? Most Advent calendars start on December 1st, but the actual first day of Advent season changes every year. In 2016, it was November 27th. In 2017, it will be December 3rd. The final day is the same every year, December 24th, Christmas Eve, though many calendars run through Christmas Day. The reason for the shifting start date is simpler than it appears, as celebrated by Christian churches in the Western tradition, as opposed to Eastern Orthodox churches, yada, yada, yada. The season of Advent begins on the fourth Sunday before Christmas and is celebrated on each successive Sunday leading up to Christmas.
They're really making this complicated, aren't they?
They are. It's a lot of words, John. A lot of words. So I didn't know that it was. I thought it was just something to do on the way to Christmas. I didn't know it was a big church related thing. But what do I know? I'm just a regular guy who's got no clue what's going on. I'm just where is it?
I'm just a caveman. Your world frightens and confuses me.
We had the Advent calendar. Did we have Advent calendars growing up, John? Do you remember?
I don't think we did.
Do you remember?
We may have done it like.
Oh, you remember Advent calendars?
We may have done it like once or twice, but it wasn't like a regular thing. It wasn't like a tradition or anything in our house.
Oh, here's Mimi. You had Advent calendars every year.
I don't know where they were. We didn't have them.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We need a Mimi puppet.
Yes, you did. You had an Advent calendar. I know I got you Advent calendars.
No, I don't remember them at all.
Well, I don't know why I don't remember, because we got them. You guys were so excited every year.
Yeah, I remember that. And we were so excited.
I don't remember that. I remember waking up April 1st to a horrible "there's no school today" joke.
Yeah.
No, I never did that. That never happened.
Okay, Mimi, whatever.
Yeah.
This will be the one episode she listens to because it'll be...
Because it says Mimi in it.
Yeah.
Because her scraper said that Mimi was in the episode. So, so whether you do Advent calendars with your kids or not, or you're a big Advent calendar fan, you may not have known this, but we learned from our own friend, Dr. George, that they make Advent calendars.
For adults.
They're the whiskey Advent calendar.
Wish we had done that one.
Yeah. It's only the fourth day of December.
Yeah.
We're not too far behind. We still could get
still
into
get
it.
in on that, yeah, right?
But what it is basically a Advent calendar that has little drams of whiskey that you can try.
And what you would need to do at this point is we would order it, and then just catch up. So the first night would be rough.
Yeah.
But after that, you just enjoy a little bit of whiskey.
Yeah, that would be pretty good, though.
How much is in the dram?
I think it's like 4 ounces, is it? Or is
4? No way.
2 ounces, 4 ounces? I don't know. Let me. I don't know what.
It looks good. I actually I had talked. Well, you know what? I started this show
wait,
saying
3 centiliters. What's a CL?
I don't know. What is this? Canada?
I don't know.
I started off the show saying that I was on top of things for this holiday season.
Yeah.
But I will say I'm not in this regard. Before we reach the Advent season, I did say to Beerman Mark, we should put together our own beer Advent calendar.
Oh, right.
And that just fell through.
So it's a little over 1 fluid ounce.
Ah.
It seems like a little. It doesn't seem like very much.
No, it
though.
doesn't. So order 2.
Yeah, you need double shots of each one of these. And this is I don't know if these guys are here or are the only people who do it or not, but maybe I could reach out to one of them and say, hey, if you want to send us one of these, we'll gab about it.
We'll talk about it.
Maybe, I don't know. But that's an option for you if you're a guy who wants to do an advent calendar. The whiskey advent calendar.
Yeah.
A cigar advent calendar would be good too.
A cigar a day?
Yeah, you could do it. Yeah. We could do like a cigar like every couple of days or whatever.
Like a half a cigar?
You'd have a debate. Yeah, well, they could be like small ones or
Like a
something.
nub?
Yeah, they don't have to all be. They don't have to all be Churchills and whatever.
That's true.
I haven't had a cigar in a while.
A cigarette a day.
I need a good cigar.
It's a cigarette advent calendar and a cigarette pack.
Some
and
Lucky Strikes.
An advent pack.
And then a Marlboro.
Here, I got my cigarette vaping juice. My advent vaping juice here. It's
comes with an ounce of juice.
Today's is cinnamon toast munch.
Ooh, sounds tasty. Do we want to get into all these yet, or what do you want to do? I feel like we could actually
save it.
Well, either that or we could this one here. I feel like we could talk about this one and still save the other ones for another
All right,
segment.
fine. Let's do
We
this.
do that?
Let's wrap it up with this.
All right. So here we got a story that says the Daily News. Will you be alive in 5 years? Question mark. There's
Yeah.
a blood test that may tell you. So basically what they're saying is that somebody's invented a blood test. And they look at your biomarkers or something.
Yeah.
And determine that whether in the next 5 years you'll die or not.
Wow.
And the question is,
I would say 80% of the time they say no.
Yeah.
And the rest they go.
There's a little video here. You want to watch the video and see if
Sure.
it's what it's got on it? Let's see if it's
Sure.
a commercial or video. Let's give it 10 seconds. And so I found this interesting, and my question was going to be to you and the audience. Would you want to know?
Would I want to know?
A team of researchers from France and the United Kingdom may have found a way to check your blood and
May
your
have.
future for the next 5 years.
Okay.
A new scientific study suggests that an inflammatory marker found in middle-aged adults may be a more reliable predictor of longevity than other previous methods.
Inflammatory.
markers
That's
are known to
interesting.
be associated with cancer, chronic heart disease, strokes, and other serious conditions. The greater the inflammation, the more serious the disease.
You know, I've
Researchers
heard
collected data between
that
1997
inflammation
and
is a huge
1999
deal.
on more than
Yeah.
6,500 men and women ages 45 to 69.
I've heard that
inflammation is becoming more and more the root of the problem for
Right.
a lot of things.
Yes.
And if you can deal with the inflammation, whether you're having pain, muscular pain, body pain, or even actual sickness,
Right.
it can be inflammation of certain body parts that are irritated or aggravated that will cause those things.
Right. And then how do you manage that? How do you deal with the inflammation? I've actually heard that inflammation is the reason for heart disease. In that it's not so much that the cholesterol collects in your arteries, but they sort of gets into some damaged area and that gets inflamed, and that's the problem. I don't know for sure if I believe that or not, or because I don't know for sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, inflammation is a big deal with the human body. So I guess I kind of understand this being an issue.
Yeah, I could see that. Let's see the rest of this.
Then the subjects were followed to 2015 to see if they had died. Scientists saw that
Did you
biomarkers
die?
like
No.
interleukin-6
We'd call you up.
seemed to be
Hello?
better predictors
Hi,
when it
we're
came
wanting to know,
to
did you
short-term
die?
death.
Hello?
This new
Click.
research was just published in the Canadian Medical Association Journal.
Your
So
phone
that's
rings and
interesting.
you're out. Your phone rings and you're out. They just assume you're dead.
So let's just to make it simple, let's say that the test is very accurate. Let's say that definitely you could take the test and know that within 5 years whether you're going to be alive or not.
Right.
Would you take the test?
I don't know. I have two reasons for that. One is even if I took the test and it was accurate and it gave me a whatever, yes or no, that doesn't mean if it said, yeah, you'll be alive in 5 years, it doesn't mean I will be.
Well, yeah. I mean, it covers essentially natural causes.
Right.
It's not going to cover if you get in a car accident, if you go get in a hunting, like it's not going to cover
Right.
or you get killed, somebody kills you. But as far as if you live a typical life, average person, not going to run into any funny business, your biggest concern is actually yourself, you know,
Yes.
harming yourself. will you be alive the next 5 years?
Correct. And two, one of the most interesting things to me about life itself is you have no idea how long you have.
Yeah.
It could be you have one more day, or it could be you have another 80 years. You don't know. And that's the exciting part. Now, on the flip side, if let's say you find out that you're limited on time, you will start to live as though you have limited time.
Yeah.
And hopefully the people around you will do the same thing.
Yeah,
They
there's a song called it's a country song, but it's basically the gist of it is a guy who, I guess, I don't know, he finds out he has cancer or something.
Yeah.
He knows he's gonna die.
Right.
And he's singing the song essentially saying, I hope that one day you get the chance to live like you were dying.
Right.
Because you weren't truly living until you essentially didn't care anymore.
Exactly.
And you just lived life.
Well, not only that, but you can look at it as a curse or a blessing to know you have limited time, and the people around you could have could know. Because basically, if, let's say, you have someone close to you that is limited, and you know that, you're going to spend more time with them and enjoy their presence more than if you didn't have that. Like, let's say you had a relative or a friend. We'll make it a friend. You have a friend who, in scenario A, has been diagnosed with something. They're gone in 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. You will probably spend more time with them, more quality time with them, and appreciate it more in that 6 months than scenario B. You have the same 6 months, but it was a complete accident. Just out of the blue, boom, they're gone. They're no longer around. You no longer you would not have that quality time with them as if you knew there was the ticking time bomb effect. That's what I think it is. So, but for me personally, I don't want to know, because I like to think that if I had 5 years, 6 months, whatever, I would still be doing most of the things that I'm doing now.
Yeah. Well, here's the detail that they're leaving out. They can tell you whether you're going to be alive or not in 5 years.
Right.
But if it turns out negative, you're not going to be alive, they don't know when you're going to die.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, how would they know? Unless they're going to sit there and do extensive testing and figure out, like,
I
okay,
didn't
well,
think
you
about
have.
that.
So, like, yeah, you go in taking the test thinking, well, worst case, I die in 5 years.
Right.
Well, no, you could die in like a year, 6 months.
Yeah, that could be bad. Or, well, however.
And you don't know. They just go, the test says you're going to die in the next 5 years.
Well.
So now you don't know in the next 5 years at what point are you actually going to die.
I would say the first 6 months of you'll be dead in 5 years.
Yeah.
You would probably treat exactly like you'd be dead in 6 months.
Yeah.
Once you get in the 2.5, 3 year range, you've probably forgotten
I was
about
gonna
it.
say, how long could you keep it up for? Like the passion to, when you like take up a cause where you're like, oh man, I'm going to start really, putting a lot of effort into that.
I don't know.
And you're like, so you find out, all right, I'm going to die in the next 5 years. Like, oh man, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then 2.5 years in, you're sitting on the couch playing video games, eating Pringles. And you're like, well, I guess I'm supposed to die at some point.
Come on, when's it going to happen? I got it out of my system in the first 6 months.
You just sort of get apathetic to it and you don't even. I don't know.
If I die, I die.
It's an interesting thing because I don't know, and then let's say you take it, right? And they say, okay, positive, you're not going to die in the next 5 years. Do you roll the dice and do it again in 5 years?
No.
Or is it like, all right, I did it once.
Test said I'm not going to die. Woo!
Because, if you did it every 5 years, eventually you're going to hit that mark where it's like, okay, it's positive, you're going to die.
I would go by age at a certain point.
Yeah.
I would just go, I'm 75 years old. That means a pretty good chance that I got 5 years left.
So, but isn't that then just a common sense test? Like when somebody who's old, like somebody who's 85, 90 passes away,
Yeah.
Like you're sad, but at the same time you're like, well, I mean, you know, they were 90 years old. They lived a good life. They lived a long, you know, they lived for 90 years.
We say that. Is it really the length of time you're on Earth or the amount of experience that you have?
Personally, I would say experience.
Because let's say you have a 90-year-old woman or man or whatever. A person lived to be 100. But they didn't really go anywhere. They didn't do anything. They're just alive for that long.
Yeah. Like let's say it was like a person who was a farmer.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of America.
Yeah.
And all they did was they farmed, literally farmed until they died.
Yeah.
Like
was that the same as your rock star that dies at 30?
Yeah.
Who's been around the world, who's rocks crowds of thousands and seen the, you know, who knows what.
I suppose it depends on
which is more sad.
I suppose it depends on what you look at as what you're supposed to.
Oh, what, a farmer's not important?
What you're supposed to get out of life. Like the farmer may have had close connections with their family and left a legacy.
Probably whistled when he talked.
Yeah. Yeah, and so maybe, you know, they had a really rich family life, and they had they interacted in their community and stuff, and so they left a legacy behind, and maybe that was or somebody who travels and sees a lot of things is like, okay, well, you experienced as much of the world as we had while you were here.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a perspective thing as far as what you consider to be a quality life.
Right.
So if your perspective is to raise children happy, healthy, and productive, and have a family, and and basically like that's your objective, then traveling the world and seeing things isn't so much your. But if you're the kind of person that likes to explore and you want to see all the corners of the world before you go, so it really is a subjective.
Really makes you think, John.
Yeah. But I mean, now who do you think would, like, if you had the person, if you were to give this test to somebody in South Dakota and then somebody in New York, like, who do you think's gonna, and it says, yeah, you're gonna die in 5 years. Who's gonna be more affected? Who's gonna be more
affected?
Like, who's gonna be, like the farmer in South Dakota or the New York hustle bustle busy guy?
I'd say the farmer in South Dakota would be more okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Yeah, like so is life, right? Like things live and they die. That's what they do.
Yep.
Whereas the guy who's in New York feels more like the world's around him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I?
No, yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. I mean,
what if you could give your significant other this test?
Yeah.
Just sort of without their knowledge.
Sneak it? Oh,
sneak
no.
It, boop.
Ooh, 5 years. All right. Well, I'm going to put in effort for 5 years because I know there's an end.
Yeah, go ahead and keep yelling. You get about three more years to go, and completely free of this.
That would be It's a little.
Oh yeah, you're saying that that little hole in the wall there is important, huh? All right. Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing. I don't know if you guys are listening at home and or in your car, because this is a podcast. What would you do? Would you want to know in the next 5 years, are you going to die? How could they tell us, Josh?
They could email us, info@dadbroshow.com. That's one way, info@dadbroshow.com. They could get in touch with us on our social media, Dad Bros Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Dad Bros Show, DADBROSSHOW. John, they could even call us, 844-323-8255. That spells 844-DAD-TALK, 844-323-8255. It's a phone number they can call, leave a message, and we will play it on the show. Let us know, what would you do? Would you want to know within 5 years of your demise?
We should do could we do a contest with the phone call thing?
We could
do a contest where, like, you call in to enter the contest.
Sure.
I don't know. We need to come up with something. Come up with a question. Come up with something, and you have to call in leave the message for what it is that the answer is, or
Hello,
whatever.
caller, you're on the air.
And then we should do that. Let's brainstorm on that.
All right. And you can also find us on patreon.com/dadbros. If you want to help us out with a little bit of the, spreading the word of the Dad Bros Show, we are looking into some of our advertising options, and we got a couple of upgrades we want to do. Patreon.com/dadbros. I don't know. Is there anything else, John?
I think you about covered it.
Just Dad Bros everything. Everything Dad Bros.
Yeah.
And most importantly, just go to iTunes and hit subscribe, leave a review, tell your friends, tell them about if they have one of those awful Androids phones, they can find us on Stitcher.
Did we expand yet on the?
I'm trying to get us on Google Play.
Okay.
Google Play.
Yeah.
But they said you have to wait between 3 and 7 days to find out if you've been accepted.
Ugh, you'd be accepted to it?
Yeah, which I don't know what.
What about Podcast for Public, or what is that? That's like a.
That in.
I think we're on it.
That is a. I think it's a player, so we should already be on it.
Yeah, there's so many ways to listen to podcasts.
We are also on TuneIn, I believe.
There you go.
So whatever. Anywho. With that out of the way, thank you for being a listener to the Dad Bro Show. And this was our first episode we've ever done with our multi-streaming everything. And it was pretty much exactly the same as always. So, good for us.
Yes, so.
Until next time, bye-bye.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you? Sucking back on Grandpa's old cough medicine?
Yes.
All right, I think Jonesy's the only one left with us. It's funny that we had listeners pop in and out on all the platforms for the most part, but they never showed up on this thing here.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I've heard that YouTube analytics and stuff is not very.
We get on all these platforms, and it's a night where we have.
What is this? Stream status bad.
What?
I don't know. Primary stream. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which is causing buffering. Huh. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out. Who knows? Should I end the Facebook stream?
Sure.
All right, Facebook guys, if you're still watching this, we appreciate you sitting through the show. And you can find the podcast on dadbros.com, iTunes, Stitcher. You heard it all on the show.
First 4 days, we got 100 downloads a day.
Message us, comment on this,
huge.
Share it. That's most important. We do appreciate you. Thank you.
We have trannies on all the time. Jesus Christ.
What? How long is that going to take to process? 2 hours and... Roxanne, you don't have to put on a red light. Oh boy, I have to go back and unflag all those ones that we let's see, we talked about. Nope. We did talk about that. Down. Nope. Had an electrician rock up, so I missed the show.
What?
Oh no.
What does that mean? He rocked up.
I don't know. I don't know if that's Australian for something.
What does that mean, rocked up? What kind of slang is that, sir?
Hope we got tons of stuff for the next show. Oh, we didn't do the...
Whoa. The whoa. Oh my god. Turned up. All right. Showed up. We would say showed up.
Oh, next episode we'll talk about the Australian police breast implant was a jellyfish.
That's how crazy you Australians are. You have breast implants that are made of jellyfish.
I feel like we talked about more
bullshit.
Anxious parents write apologies from Santa because Hatchimal shortage.
Hatchimal.
I guess we already talked about it, right? So we don't need it.
All right. It's possible. What do you
Oh boy. That's a oh boy.
We haven't done the math on that, but I'm not against it.
Yeah, I would if you tell me what you're looking for, and I'll split the cost with you as far as like shipping and the product and stuff. We can work something out. I can do you a whole package, I guess, with a mug, a Silipint, and a T-shirt, and some stickers.
Yeah, if it's going there anyway.
If it's going there anyways, I'll load a box up,
load
and then
you
you
up.
just help. Yeah, you pay the shipping, or
I'll just
and then we can work something out.
Bourbon bacon brittle.
Yeah, emo cringe compilation.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, "Son, Will, you..."
What's happened to the microphone on his phone or camera?
The place that they have made. Because one day I'll
Is he serious?
a phantom to lead you in the summer.
I know, Jonesy. Shipping is just is ridiculous in general. Like, just a ship from North Carolina to Texas is like $30 to ship like one package that weighs 3 pounds. Take she some me. Isn't it a song? Or it's like a. When I was a young boy. It was
He said, "Will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers?"
Chemical Romance, Black Parade.
What's he doing?
I don't know. That song. Is this guy emo or is he just?
I don't know.
What he's doing. All right, Jonesy, shoot us an email.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Shoot an email and we'll give me the address and stuff like that. We'll figure out what the cost would be and how I could do it, and we'll see if you want to participate in it.
Would love for you to have some stuff. So
Yeah, I totally want to get you some stuff, but just let me know. Send me info on where it's going and stuff so I know.
Second place
place I really want to visit is Tokyo, Japan. I went through an obsessive compulsive stage of being obsessed with Tokyo. I pretty.
Is this real life?
Or is this just fantasy?
I'm gonna go through 1 or 2 notebooks of mine and read you some slam and normal poetry that I did.
Oh, God.
We drag the blade across the skin. We tie the rope around our necks. But for what? The permanent scars? I don't know, Justice.
Oh, God.
Death? Or were we just stupid? Well, maybe you fucking are stupid. I don't know. Check the SAT.
Great poetry.
Do we even care? Do we only care about the
Poetry's
temporary
stupid.
stress relief? Or is it much more than that?
How about you clean your room before you do your little slam poetry session?
Make your fucking bed.
Tally marks in our skin, lines in our wrist, razors to break, no one to think. If only we'd stop. Maybe we'd learn. Maybe we'd learn.
Maybe we would study. Maybe we would read. Maybe we would listen.
We'll never forgive ourselves. Alright.
I just want to make a quick video about this guy that posted a comment on one of my videos and I have a message. See?
What?
Anyway, but he said, actually, I'm gonna go and bring up exactly what he said.
Like
'cause I
death
can't
lady.
remember.
What's going
He
on?
called me ugly. That's
You
one
are
of the things I
not
mainly remember.
so ugly, but
Number 1, really fucking old video. Number 2, I'm definitely not ugly. And number 3, you're a fat dude. People realize if you call me ugly in one of my videos, I'm gonna go look at your videos. And if you're not even brave enough to be on video, then you can't say anything. So if I go over and see one of your videos and you're freaking ugly, I ain't gonna say it, but dang, I can think it. So dude that posted that I'm ugly.
Alright, I can't handle any more of that.
You done with that?
Yeah. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Whole chicken in a can. We watched that before, I think, right? Funny Russian video. That's that one girl. Kurt Oslander. Move.
Kurt Osiander.
Osiander?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why you have that on there.
I was watching John Jones jiu-jitsu stuff.
Ah. Kurt Osiander's a jiu-jitsu guy who's very like, fuck yeah, man, you know.
It's your girl Kenzie.
Is that a girl or a guy?
Back. What's up,
It's a
folks? It's about
girl.
to go down. So today what I'm gonna be doing for you guys is another dance video.
Oh yeah.
The baby mama dance. Remember, I'm the best dancer. Like, comment, and share. And here we go.
When the song come on, let me see you get gone. Baby mama, this your song. Been pregnant for way too long. Now tell the DJ, turn it off. Turn it off. Go ahead.
Hey, she wasn't kidding. She's a good dancer.
Yeah, she's not that bad.
Hey, what's up, 4chan? I just wanted to show you, like, I've been constantly talking to you guys, telling you guys to check out my videos. And it's just like, are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me, dude? I am the true 4chan kid, dude.
Who's this
I'm
guy?
The true 4chan
I don't know.
kid. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
You know, I'm the true 4chan kid, dude.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I go on B, I go on MU, music, I go on television. I'm like, you guys should check out Xavier Renegade Angel. Boo 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 boo.
I ain't left my crib in 7 days or more.
Oh.
I haven't showered in 3 days and haven't shaved in 4. There's no reason to be showering and shaving for when every day's a carbon copy of the day before. And the only people that I see anymore are my roommates. and the clerk at the convenience store. Me and him used to chat in a friendly way, and now he shakes his head and lectures me for drinking every day. Of course, I understand him so clear, but I'm lost in the wonderland of cold beer, and the only thing I fear is being sober, cause the tears would come out. So I choose to bum out and dumb out. My brain cells are like Duracells dying. A little juice left, but I'm sure as hell trying to kill 'em off like Metallica Dunny. Rock and roll lifestyle minus the sex and the money. I'm a dummy. I ain't left my house for days.
It's amazing the stuff people do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't feel like we're part. I don't feel like we're part of the same species.
We're not. I don't think we are.
Yeah, so it doesn't fit at all. Touch my hair! So yeah,
What were we talking? What was the? Oh, did you watch the video of that guy I sent to the group?
maybe it will fit eventually. I don't know, I'm very broad.
It was electric. He was cutting electrical wire.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
And I don't know if it'll fit the way because I am so broad-shouldered. Can't take these guns away. Yeah. See that hit scan? You fucking like that? You fucking like that hit scan? That's how I fucking feel! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
It's scary.
I hope you're fucking happy. You fucking dickheads!
Is he not even playing a game?
I'm fucking sick of you dickheads. Every fucking game.
I sick of
can't
dickheads
play
too.
one fucking game without this shit. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys.
I'm done. I'm never playing Dodo with these fucking retards again.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on.
The chickens come home to roost.
Lindsay.
The chickens come home
Lindsay.
to roost. The chickens come home to roost. In democracy, when you speak your mind, they arrest you. In democracy, when you speak your mind, they arrest you. When you express your democratic grievances against an
Why is he holding his hand up like that?
government, they arrest you. When you express your grievances against a tyrannical, terroristic, imperialistic, undemocratic government, they annoy them.
What happens to people on planes?
Oh, that'd be so annoying.
You are not allowed to speak your truth in democracy. You are not allowed to speak your truth in democracy.
I don't know why he's not just hooking her up and grabbing her off the plane.
Hey, man, you're clearly fucking nuts. Can you please get off the plane?
You're not allowed to speak your truth in democracy. You're not allowed to speak your truth. If you have any money, my name is Karen Batay-Hellman. I'm a professor of sociology at Penn State.
What?
Give me some money to get out of jail, please.
You're a professor?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's good stuff. Let's see here. I was looking for how to deal with this particular type of wire, and I came across this guy.
I want to show you how to take the insulation off your VX wire. In this case, this is an MC cable, but the process is still the same. There's only one way I do this. I have seen it done with a hacksaw, but most of the time when you're working with VX, it's going to be up in the ceiling or in a wall or somewhere where you're not going to be able to put a hacksaw in it. So they sell this tool specially made. They sell many different kinds, and they're pretty effective.
What?
Effective.
Effective.
Taking the casing off your VX wire. So we will load this into our cutter. And we'll hold it in there. And we'll give it a couple of turns. so it goes through. At this point, we have our cut made, which you can see you can do that with a hacksaw, but like I said, usually you just don't have access. Then we'll twist that off, and there you have it. Your insulation comes off, pull back your inner liner, you'll cut that, and your conductors are free inside your wire. And of course, we can go and strip these really fast.
Wow.
And it's a relatively quick procedure to do that. And there you have it. That's how quick you can get your
Is there more videos with this guy?
I don't
MC
know.
cable or your VX.
See what else he's got.
Okay, as far as fixing plaster.
Let's see, I don't know. The same guy here?
Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a heavy ceiling texture. This texture covers up a lot of stuff on your ceiling. And your ceilings don't have to be perfect to apply this. You'll need a hawk. And you're going to need a drive-it float. Okay? These can be ordered online. It's a plastic float.
This might wind up in just a break, just to have
I
a
know.
little bit of him
When I
talking.
start this job, I like to have
It's a handy
2
tip.
buckets
Yeah.
of new coal pine on me because you gotta keep a wet edge and you don't want to run out. Okay, I'm gonna start this. The first thing you need to do.
The thing is, he's handy. He's actually a handy guy. He just can't fucking tell you anything.
This is a ceiling.
Yes.
I'm demonstrating this on a 45.
On a horny 5?
Yeah.
I
We're
recommend
offline
this
on
for a
YouTube?
45-degree wall. This is a ceiling texture only. Don't put it on your walls. It'll just ruin them. This is for ceilings only. On your ceiling, if you have cracks, you're going to have to fix them. But that can easily be done with my other videos, how to fix cracks and plasters. You have to have your cracks fixed. I think this is easier than putting up 3/8 drywall. So your ceiling has to be relatively flat, but not perfect. I would scrape all your loose paint, fix your cracks, throw a coat or 2 joint compound on there, and that should be good enough. As you can see, I put a lot of compound on there. Alright? And you want to keep a wet edge. So in the winter time, shut your furnace off. In the summertime, shut your air conditioner off. I usually like to do this texture
It looks like crap right
when
now.
you first come in and it's cold, and you don't want it to dry out. Okay, we have our compound on. After we have it on, we'll just drag the float across the joint compound.
It'd be funny if the camera was shaking because the guy's laughing so much.
It makes a really nice texture, and it really does cover a lot of stuff up. Just drag it through. Don't forget, it's called a drive-it float. Look it up online, you can buy them. Okay. That's how it looks. I'll do another spot of it.
He doesn't. What
The fuck is he even doing?
I don't know. It doesn't even look like it's all.
Real heavy. It covers up a lot of stuff on your ceilings. That's why I like it.
That's probably like a knockdown, or is it like a?
The hardest part on the road is not your ceiling.
He just smeared a bunch of mud on the wall, and he's like, "This is the texture."
We'll do a little more. And then, you want to keep them on one edge. And then after you do this, you want to jump up high and do that edge. So you have a wet edge all the way through.
Mr. Helper guy.
Yeah.
This is one of the best ceiling textures that I've seen as far as covering ceilings. I would prefer this being done as opposed to putting up 3H drywall. And then fixing that. That's still a lot of work.
Let's see here. Is he not talking to this one? Apparently not.
That's Mr. Helper guy. He was Mr. Helper guy, right?
Yeah. I guess.
Not coming up.
The Mr. Helper guy.
The Mr. Helper guy. Oh.
A lot of like not. A lot of no audio ones on here.
Converted steam radiator to hot water radiator. Slate mantles. So we're gonna do. So we're gonna come from farmers. We're gonna farm for you.
He's got 177,000 views on this. There's no talking in it, or I don't know what it sound.
Probably.
Oh,
A couple
there
more
we go.
steps, but without sanding. I don't like the sand floors too much. Makes a lot of dust. And you can only sand them so many times before you wear them out from sanding. But you can sand it if you wanted to, and they'll look good, real good. But I like to try and just clean them up and fix them up without sanding. As you can see, we have a lot of paint on here. There's paint everywhere, in fact. But all hope is not lost here. You need to pull all the staples out.